Do, 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 do. Alright, let's stop that. I like that one though. That's a nice one. I might use that in the future. Good weighting, so it's kind of relevant. Anyway, so hello everybody. Hopefully this is all properly on.
Hello.
Yes, hello. So
It's me.
yes, it is you, Sasha. So
Heathcliff.
we'll do a quick sound test for everybody. So let's see. So Harlan,
Hello.
Simon,
Hello.
Sudz,
Hello.
and Infernal.
Hello.
Alright. So that's everybody, and I'll hear back soon. So, while that's being sorted, who pinged? Who pings? Who?
Who pings the pingmen?
Who pings the pingman? Yep. And thank you. There we go. So, a few announcements before we get into our next leg of the adventure. So, unfortunately, Sam can't make tonight, so I'll be playing Elsyan for this. I'll be mostly silent, but I'll be casting spells as they go in an adventure to whatever they end up doing.
Because if we didn't have Elsyan, we'd probably die. Okay, at least one of us would probably die.
He's probably the one who.
And I get the.
He'd probably be the
yeah.
one to die first. He has the lowest hit points. So his AC isn't that bad. Although, then again, it will be lowest once Sudz uses Bark Skin.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's either going to be Queglod or Elsyan.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Other than that, a few other announcements. First off, thank you to Zenosa for getting in the art, some of which I'll be using for today, hopefully, if they get that far. And we'll see where things go from there. Hey, you never know. You may end up fighting your arch nemesis.
I will kill that bastard.
Again.
Wait, again? What the?
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't know.
Fuck.
You didn't know. You didn't know what it is, and also
there are
you definitely
precisely
don't.
two options here.
No, there's not. There's more because I'm not necessarily referring to this campaign.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway, so a few things. He has got them thinking for the session. So thank you to Zenosa for that.
I do want to kill Harlan.
Shh. Quiet. Also, thank you to Tabletop Audio for the audio that they provide. I do recommend you go and check them out. They're very useful for D&D games and tabletop games alike. You can get a lot of ambient sounds and interaction sounds and that sort of thing. They're generally...
I mean, honestly, they're useful for anything where it has audio in it, just because...
True, and they have a lot of sides to them. They are also free online, so I recommend them for that as well. Other than that... Also, the map was technically made using it wasn't made using pyromancers.com, it was used by Dungeon Pater Studio. It's £10 something. If you're not that great at making D&D maps, but you because you're not good at the personal art, but you want to be able to make the maps, other than there being a lot of resources online, pyromancers.com, it's the free version and it's online. If you want more resources, I recommend going to Dungeon Pater Studio. Pretty good, and I used it for today's map, along with the Academy map as well, which I used in previous episodes. Other than that, this is a minor announcement. In the future, me and Harlan are thinking of doing a tips and tricks for both DMs and players. We'll be running through things like races and classes and the different aspects and the way you can spice up your D&D game with that. By the way, Infernal, I'm looking to you to make up the spicing up the bedroom meme with D&D. I'm looking at you to be able to make this meme for me.
We're spicing things up.
Well, I want to spice things up, but you know I'm allergic to
Who knows?
chilies.
Maybe
No,
we'll
I mean
bring
in
in
D&D. Even in D&D, I'm allergic to chilies.
No, maybe we'll bring in some new players, spice things up that way.
We'll see. That is also true. In a couple of months, we may end up having 2 new players. So we shall see.
Which
You
ones?
never know. Chloe and Jamie.
Yeah.
We'll see. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but they may end up joining in a couple of months, maybe more.
The proof that there's no guarantee is you said a couple months ago.
Yes. That is very true. I did say that they're probably going to be joining at the beginning of March. It's the middle of March. It's nearing the end of March, and they haven't joined. Yeah, they kind of got like another 2 months more budget on their line that I need to cut, that they want to try and get dealt. So I'll let them do it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
They'll deal with their side of things first, and then when they're
they
ready.
have stuff going on. That's fair enough.
But he did say that he wants both of them to join together. So there's that.
Cool.
Anyway, to the main side of things, unless anybody else wants to say anything.
I would like to say I do not know what I'm doing, and it will be hilarious when I am like helping you actually tell tips and tricks, because my tips and tricks is hit things really hard.
No, that's fine. It's basically going to be me basically sending you a bunch of questions, and then you can think about how they'll be able to help in a D&D situation. And anyway, I already have it written in the description, which if you're not reading, read the description. It's useful. Helps you understand who's who. It will be down below in terms of the video, either on YouTube or Twitch. Generally, the first part of it will read Crabby D&D, where my players don't know what they're doing half the time and often find themselves in a pickle. So
that's accurate. That's very accurate.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so let us begin. So, last session, our party of adventurers, Sasha, Queglod, Elsyan, Bhold, and Malcom, gathered themselves together and discussed what their next course of action would be, with the Harvesters' Festival just around the corner being roughly 2 weeks away. They considered their options, and the party decided that they would tie up some loose ends and head to the Spider's Nest in the Wandering Forest. Renting out a few horses from the local armory, the party went off to the Wandering Forest and set up camp before heading out the next day to the small town of Oaksmith, which they had visited once before. After leaving their horses there, the party made their way to the Fort Verdant to gather themselves and before heading out to the Spider Nest location. During their stay in the fort, they were ambushed while on watch and resting by a Taratan and his hunting spiders, before a familiar voice spoke to them and told them to defend themselves. Not before long, a creature of an oaken humanoid form breached the trees with 2 arrows, and 3 hulking treants came with them. Striking at the Taratan and his troop, they quickly the party and their new allies quickly dispatched of the spiders. The party gathered themselves for the remainder of their rest and sleep while they were under the vigil of these new allies before they began to venture out. So, you're all awake. There's a light wind. There's a light rain as well. Looks like the rain's going to be getting worse again. More rolling in from the mountains from what you can see. Trees around you, blustering in the wind a little bit, as just swaying back and forth a light amount. You can see over, sat in the corner of the opposite side, is the Druid individual. I'm just going to get rid of this. Don't need this. Over on the opposite side from where you're sat is the Druid individual, who's currently sat there with her bow to her side, looking out at all of you. Her oaken form covering her face and body, and she's just watching you as you begin to arise. I believe Malcom, you'd probably be the first because you were the one who was on watch last, so you didn't really need too much sleep. So you're the one who wakes up first, and you see her sat over the other way. She's currently sat there with her bow, just watching the break of light, ever so slightly peeking through the clouds and the trees, the orange glow, and coming through the canopy and shining off of the sides of the walls next to you before disappearing as the cloud cover masks the sun once again. So, Malcom, you are currently the only one awake.
I want to walk over to her and try and talk to her.
Okay. So you get up, you walk over, you avoid everybody else. Arachne at this point, she's gotten pretty big. She's growing up a little bit, and she's getting a little bit big for your shoulder now. She probably has to sit on both of your shoulders and probably the back of your head now. So she's pretty big.
Have her be your backpack. What?
Not another Tibble, Harlan.
Quick out of character question. What in the hell is your YouTube channel name? Because I cannot find it for the life
ChrispyCrab?
I've searched it, and I've searched it with only checking out channels, and it just does not show up.
In which case, type in. In which case, type in the
It's the
Seekers.
literal first thing that comes up for me.
Are you typing ChrispyCrab with 2 capital C's?
Not with 2 capital C's, should I?
Try that. Anyway, so as you get up, Malcom, and you start making your way over to her, Figure looks up, stands up with her bow, and it hangs at her side as she holds it. Looks over. What would you like to do?
Who are you?
Who am I? Is in my name.
That and... Yeah. What is your name?
My name is Mikrid Swallowson. And yours?
Malcom.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. What are you doing here, and who was that Terratan? I believe you called him.
Terratans are creatures that live underground, generally, and they have recently plagued the forest. But the reason why I'm here, I have always lived here. I was raised here, and betrothed to the forest and to watch over it and guard it. Now in return, may I ask, what are you doing here?
We came to get rid of the spider nest.
I
to
see.
help out the village.
I see. So it is as I expected. Our goals do align. So,
Indeed they do.
one thing I would like to say, before the rest of your friends wake up. In exchange for helping you, keeping you from becoming their prisoners and future meals, I would like to offer that I guide you and make the way clear to the spider nest itself. However, in return I have a few things that I wish of you.
And what would they be?
I would like you to find someone. They were captured by the spiders, and I am afraid that he might be dead. If that is the case, then I wish to know about it and see his corpse. If he is still alive, I would like you to bring him to me. Second, I cannot enter the spider's nest. For some unknown reason, they have set up some form of magical barrier which prevents the local inhabitants of the forest, the plant life, from striking out. From what I can tell, it distorts the movement of fey creatures and plants alike.
So I guess you weren't. So in that case, you guys weren't able to take care of it yourselves.
Indeed, we cannot. Which is why I would ask that you help us.
Well, we're going to be going there anyways, so I can keep an eye out for the person you want.
Excellent. Well,
It would,
let me know when
okay,
you're
I'm
ready.
asleep.
Yeah, you're all still asleep at this point.
Yeah.
And she turns around and says, Let me know when you're ready to move on, and we'll clear a path. At which point she jumps, makes a single hop onto the top of the remainder of the brick ruin before making another single jump and disappears into the trees.
Alright, I'm gonna go back near everybody else and lean up against the wall till they get up.
Okay. Next one to awake is Bhold.
Hello.
Oh, and Elsyan's awake as well, but Elsyan's remained silent this entire time. He's just lying there.
Good morning, Bhold.
Hello.
Do you sleep well?
Yeah. How about you?
I slept alright.
What did you say?
Said I slept alright.
Oh. What are we gonna do now?
Well, I believe we're going to, carry on with our plans to take care of the spider's nest. And luckily, we'll have some help getting there.
Just preparing something for later, just in case we need it.
Just in case.
It's for your spells, not mine.
Ah,
So, I believe we just wait until the rest wake up and then we leave.
Next to wake is Queglod. At this point, Felipe is currently sat on your lap, or on your on your lap because you're leaning up against the wall. Currently, just sat there, all curled up.
Ah, Felipe, there you are. What were you doing last night? Letting them sneak up on us like that.
Ah.
Oh well, we all make mistakes, I suppose. No matter. It won't happen next time, am I right? Good work. And I'm gonna put him up on my stuff and get up.
Okay. After the two cores, Sasha, you wake up on the second one, coming a little bit drowsy.
What? Oh. Anyone got breakfast ready? Never mind. I'm going to tuck into some rations.
Actually, I can try and make us some food.
Oh, well, that would be most appreciated, Malcom. I will light the fire, I suppose, seeing as it has almost definitely gone out during the night.
Yes, it did. I believe it went out when
A spider sat on it, I believe.
No, I believe what happened?
Well, to be honest,
I think it was just it went out when it went unattended when someone rolled a 1, so there wasn't any wood being fed to it, so it just smoldered out.
I wonder who that could be.
I wonder.
Anyways,
At this point,
yeah.
Elsyan makes himself known and gets up and moves over.
So I guess the fire started.
Okay. Who's lighting the fire? Was it you, Sasha?
Yep. Seeing as I have something of an expertise with fire.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank God.
Easy enough.
Thank God.
Easy enough. You get a few chunks of wood and stick that you were supposed to be feeding the fire with, or Malcom was. And you put the remains of them on there. You take the tinder, you grab a tinderbox out of the bag of holding and light the fire. Easy enough. And you wanted to try and cook?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't know what kind of check a cooking would use. I think it would be intelligent, but probably not. Quickly check Xanthar, see what the main skill use is. Because it's either wisdom or intelligence. What do you guys think?
I say
I'd
wisdom.
say wisdom. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it feels like cooking is something you can learn from a book, but there's always like if
Survival.
you are going.
Yep, so wisdom.
Yeah.
So, give me a wisdom check without proficiency. You are not proficient in cooking utensils yet. That's a 6. So, he takes some of the rations, takes out the large metal pot, puts it on a little stand, and takes the ladle and puts some rations in it and starts mixing them together. And unknowingly gets distracted when Arachne starts biting the back of his neck playfully, and gets distracted and no one's watching the pot as the next thing you know is there's a smell of burning food. And you quickly take it off the fire, you open it up, and there's seems to have been what you were making, some form of some food in there. The bottom of it has all become just burnt black and attached to the metal pot, which you're going to have to scrub off later.
Alright, rations it is then.
Well,
You can still eat it. I mean, it
you
won't
may
restore
want
any
to
hit
practice
points.
some of that.
Might take some off, but who can say?
You know what? I've got a dwarven constitution. Okay, I'm gonna sort of be like, well, Malcom. Well, that certainly seems an interesting way of cooking. I wish you luck in the future. Pass me a bowl.
Okay. You're given a bowl and spoon. You take a portion of it.
I'm gonna try and
Drink
put like some seasoning in, cause like without tasting it, because I am well aware this probably isn't gonna taste the best.
Okay. So you take a pinch of your spices and
Just,
you add them to it.
I'm gonna say it's porridge.
We'll go with that. Yeah. Give me
Yeah,
a-
it seems like breakfast food. I'm gonna put some sugar and honey in there.
Okay. Here, roll. See what we got here then.
Nope.
No.
You can taste the sweetness. You can taste the honey. You
Mm.
can taste the burnt part of the porridge.
Oh, that is.
And it is horrible. But you hold it down.
Mm.
You hold your constitution against it. It doesn't hurt. It just tastes. Something about
Yes.
it which tastes burned. You can't figure out why.
Is it the fact it's burnt?
Burned, yeah. And
yes,
Malcolm, if you could make me
Malcolm,
a-
I put a bit more, shall we say, work into it, but you know, practice makes perfect.
Indeed. Malcolm, if you'd like to give me a d20 check for your training on proficiency. With disadvantage, I'll say, because it was a failure. 19.
Oh, goodness.
And disadvantage.
12.
That's not bad. Yeah, you've learned from your mistakes. You know that the timing is key, and that you can use this to your advantage to try and expose new flavors by maybe purposefully burning it or leaving it slightly raw to add different flavors and textures. Okay. You've all had your meal. You eat up, either it be your rations or whatever. Sasha, you don't have to eat a ration because you endured the porridge.
Mhm.
Elsyan's going to have one of his own rations at this point.
Hmm.
And anyone else who wants to eat one of their own rations rather than brave the porridge is
Yeah,
welcome to.
I'm going to eat the porridge. I made it, so I'm going to eat it.
Alright. Do you eat it up?
No.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating like just taking the entire pot and eating it just so that he doesn't eat it, because
Okay.
I'm not putting anyone else through this.
He-
You know what? Let's do a dex roll or something.
Yeah, you know what? Let's have Malcolm, you use your dex versus Sasha, you use your sleight of hand. Actually, no. Both people would use their sleight of hand, which is effectively using your dex.
Well,
Yeah, Malcolm, you
okay,
you swipe a bowl of porridge as Sasha lifts up the pot as if to take it away from you.
Oh no. I am so sorry. Queglod, I don't suppose you'd like to try any? I'm just gonna be. I say that, I am shaking my head at Queglod. Don't do it.
Well, that's very generous of you. I think I have plenty of my own food, though.
Well, I can't say anything against that. I'm going to just nod like a well done. And Behold, I don't suppose you'd like some. I am very much slightly shaking my head and just mouthing, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Make an
Okay, I
intelligence
won't.
check, Behold.
Yes.
See if you understand this cipher.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
You don't really understand, but the porridge doesn't smell too great.
Is there meat in it?
I don't think so.
I don't want it.
Elsyan, how about you? I don't care about the mouthing right now. Elsyan? Care for a bite.
I'm full, thank you, but no.
All right. Well, I shall take it back to by the side of the fire. I don't know.
All right, Malcolm. As you try your porridge, it's not bad until the burnt bit kicks in, but it's what sparks you to realise that more training is needed with cooking utensils to understand them better.
Yes.
Should have cut up some fruit in it. That might have dealt with it a bit. What?
So,
Hey, there was fruit in there.
Elsyan pipes up and looks over and goes, "So, are we going?"
Are we ready
We'll
to
need
go?
a plan.
Oh,
If that's what a raiding party looks like. We can't charge in and expect to overcome their full force.
Well, that is true. I mean, we know that their fresh webbing tends to be, shall we say, volatile, and we know that they're weak to fire. I can do quite a bit of fire damage, but Queglod, you know the orb, the fire orb that you have, Malcolm.
yes.
What if Queglod, being as Queglod has a rather powerful magical attack, uses that in conjunction with the orb so as to create a fire attack? That way Queglod will be able to deal with things quickly and efficiently.
I'm not opposed to it.
I can
Yes,
hold on to the orb if you would like.
I realize that this will mean you won't be able to deal fire damage yourself, but I feel
I still do have a fire spell.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yes, I recall.
Yeah.
Burning sphere, was it?
Flaming sphere.
Oh,
yes.
you do. So you do.
Used
I'd
against-
forgotten that.
Yes, we saw it in action at the.
Yes, but
at the
I
college.
didn't. I didn't.
Shush.
Oh, did you now?
It should be quite
Well-
effective if we get into a fight against multiple opponents.
Excellent, excellent. That'll be very useful. In that case, hand over the orb to Queglod. I have my own fiery abilities, including this sweet-ass thing, I say, swinging my Smashfist hammer, because it just bops thing on the head.
As Sasha
I
lifts
don't
up
actually get anything.
the warhammer of the fist shape that's that's the main head of the hammer, you can see that there are like what look to be red streaks of something that's been added to the metal of it. And you can see what looks to be a little bit of brass and bronze has been embedded onto the sides of it, making it look a little bit more fancy and giving it a little bit more of a 3D shape to it. And as Sasha holds it there, the end of it lights up in flame before quickly extinguishing with the sizzle of the fire and the rain.
Yep. Let's just say I'm good in terms for fire damage.
So when you said you were learning how to forge weaponry, clearly you were
Yes.
taking that seriously.
Well, obviously, I'm a dwarf. You learn the basics of forging when you're a child, but well, I'm just glad I managed to learn it well enough to make something decent. I'm actually making something for someone later. Malcom, you wanted a breastplate, yes?
Yes.
Yes. When we get once we have everything we need to make it, I will of course be happy to make it for you.
I appreciate it.
Same goes for you, Queglod, if there's anything that you need that is metal based. I mean, I can't
take
imagine
it.
what, but you know,
I'll take.
it's a possibility. Right. Well, yes. So you have fire. You have fire damage. You have fire damage. I have fire damage. Now I have a spell on me that lets me increase, lays down a magical barrier around someone. I would say this should probably be Bhold, given his proclivity for rushing in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. You two, what spells do you have at your disposal?
Who are you talking to?
The two spellcasters.
Yeah. Yes. Well,
Right.
it's in my. Sorry.
I know of your Eldritch Blast. I'll do mine first. Then I have a few cantrips, mending, so I can fix small things, and Toll the Dead and Word of Radiance. Toll the Dead allows me to use divine power to cause some it deals damage, especially if people are already hurt, and it uses necrotic damages to hurt them. Yes, and the Word of Radiance uses divine power to erupt from me, and it allows me to hit a number of opponents. It's not got a very far range, being only right next to me, but even so, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm surrounded, I can just Word of Radiance and out goes a burst of power. I can identify things and I can hit things really hard with more fire. I can cure wounds. I can shoot out a bolt of white light that will light up whatever it hits, which will make it easier to hit. I can inflict wounds, which obviously, as you can imagine, is quite a dangerous spell to have, especially if you put it around someone's bollocks. What? Also, I've got a Shield of Faith, which allows me to defend people with magic. I also can also have Heat Metal, which will allow me to light things to essentially turn things white hot in a second, and I can enchant a weapon to become magical for 1 hour, which I may do before if we can get to a point where we're going to be in a large battle. I also have a Prayer of Healing, which allows me to heal, and I have a Spiritual Weapon, which allows me to summon the weapon of the weapon of the Smashfist family, the Hammer, and allows me to have two of them going about, the one in my hand and one floating about, which will be most useful for dealing with people. Now, that seems plenty fair enough.
It seems to me
Why
that
don't you go
use-
first?
Right.
Oh, sorry, you were saying something.
Sorry. So it seems to me that you use your magic to bolster your more martial abilities, rather than relying on magic by itself.
Yes, I
see.
have found that it's good to have a nice balance between them. After all, if we aren't in balance, then we are in disorder.
I see. Well,
Yes, I can of course fight with my spells, but it's simply more expedient to have a secondary option. Like, hitting them with a hammer. I should say, heat metal, it allows me to heat up an opponent's thing to cause them damage. It should not be used by me buffing up my own weapon. But it does allow me to really
Understood.
dick over someone. What? Queglod, you are a warlock. I understand that
Yes.
they tend to have less spells they can shoot off at once. Seeing as that'll probably be the quicker version, what weapons do you have?
weaponry. Well,
What spellcraft? I mean.
I see. Well, you've seen my Eldritch Blast in action.
Most impressive, yes.
Yes, it's quite a reliable power.
And bolstered with the flame orb, it should allow you to deal some real damage.
Indeed, I would say that it forms the core of my combat strategy. Most of my other techniques rely on working around that. In terms of other spells, you've no doubt seen my Hex in action as well.
Would that be the strange black cloud that sort of follows over some of your victims?
Yes, that would be the one.
Yes.
Yes.
That seems to deal extra damage of some description to them.
It allows me to drain the life force of opponents when I strike them.
Oh, that seems very useful. Yes. Anything else?
Well, when surrounded, I have a spell known as Arms of Hadar, which
Oh,
allows me to attack all opponents within around 10 feet or so of me.
ooh, very useful.
Unfortunately, I cannot control who it hits.
So probably better. So
So,
if we're getting surrounded, perhaps don't stay and stand too near you.
Indeed, I'll try to give you some warning before firing it off.
Thank you.
Yes, and when in trouble, I can use Hellish Rebuke as a more defensive option.
I believe that's the ones that Tieflings use, the fire raining down from the sky and a big column of flame. Very impressive as far as I'm aware.
I believe so. It's a little dramatic for my tastes, but it is helpful in a crisis.
And especially useful for more fire damage.
Indeed, that should not be overlooked as well.
It's funny how we've all got a lot of fire damage.
Well, yes. Is that all?
I
Sorry,
have-
is that everything?
I have one other spell, but it only works on humanoid type creatures, so I'm not sure if it will be helpful here.
I mean, those four-armed creatures count as humanoid, and maybe the Taratan could. It might, it could be effective.
I suppose it may be worth looking into.
Yes. Like, I know it's hold person, but I don't.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Sasha doesn't know it's hold person.
Yes, I attempted to use it in the fight in the courtyard earlier, but for some reason it wasn't working against those creatures. They did seem to have a certain unnaturalness about them.
Would that be the Geists?
Yes, those. There's parts.
Because that's what they're called. Oh, I should warn you, there's a very decent chance that one of those is coming to kill me.
I see. Well, thank you for the warning. I
Yep.
suppose we should be on the lookout for that then.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Are they likely to arrive anytime soon?
Let me. So it takes us 3 days.
Been 4 days.
4 days. Travel time.
You don't know how fast they move.
It could be sooner than I'd like. Again, I don't even know if this thing actually is coming for me, but there's a distinct possibility because I was the one that killed it.
You can make an intelligence check if you'd like to try and figure out.
Sure, intelligence check me. Because I'm so good at being intelligent.
7.
That
Total?
was almost
6.
very terrible. Yep.
Okay. As we've previously discovered, Sasha's math isn't the best. But you don't know where it's originating from. You haven't been told, as far as I'm aware. So
well,
it could
arrive
be
at
any day
time.
now.
Yes, it could arrive at any time. It might never arrive. But from this point onwards, there's the distinct possibility that it could arrive. So,
I see. Well,
You know,
hopefully
that's-
it won't.
that's-
Hopefully
that
it won't
is-
descend. Yes. Hopefully it won't descend upon us while we're dealing with the
it
territory.
might not necessarily be sent after me yet, but it can find me if it is capable, if it's still alive. Well, still present.
Right. We must look into defensive countermeasures then. Make sure it can't take us by
Yes.
surprise.
Yes.
We've shown we are able to take down those things, but
I should say I'm saying this to everyone in the area. We're in a sort of war huddle, I should imagine.
Yeah, effectively, you're all sat round the fire pit,
right.
and Sudz is Malcolm's dealing with the porridge, slowly either munching his way through it or putting it in a corner.
Okay. Malcolm, you're a druid. What abilities do you have at your disposal?
I have Entangle. That was this spell that I used in the first fight against the spiders.
Oh, was that with the roots that came up and vines that wrapped around the legs of the? That was quite impressive, actually.
Yes, that would be the one.
Maybe if we combined that with the fire, we could sort of create a big old patch of flame.
So, possibility, yes.
Useful. I saw you throw an ice knife at one point.
Yes, I have that ability that I can throw at someone or something, and it'll hit them and then explode.
And then there's also that poisonous spray that you could shoot out. That seems pretty useful. That's not against spiders, however.
I also have healing words. I can heal from a distance.
Oh, good, useful. I can only heal close up or over a long period of time. I'm a combat medic. If I can get someone away from a fight, I can heal them up quite well. And if we're in the thick of it, I can heal someone up quite well. Yes, I am not so good with the ranged healing yet. It wasn't in my cleric course. Any other spells?
I have bark skin that'll make it harder for things to hit me.
That is useful. That that will actually make you quite like our friend over there. If you
Friend
were to
over
do,
there is
do
currently
that.
just not there.
Yeah, they're not there.
Where's she gone? I could have sworn I saw her earlier. How weird.
Are you seeing things again, Dwarf?
No, you know the tree lady?
She hasn't been here since you woke up.
I just kind of expected because she was the tree lady she wouldn't move.
I'm just gonna have Elsyan
Yeah.
just like create a delusion off somewhere which looks like the tree lady, and it just like drifts past from tree to tree, and then dispels.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception to see whether I realize that this is I guess a perception to
It'll be an
see.
insight to see if you can discern it from the actual thing. I believe it's DC. It's 14. Yeah, you succeed. Easy enough. You can
yeah.
tell it's fake. She's
Elsyan,
it's not
you're
moving its legs.
Elsyan, fuck you. Now, yes. So, all in all, I think what we should focus on. You've also got your flaming sphere.
Yes, and I also have Hellish Rebuke, same as.
Ooh, that's very useful. Yeah. Okay. In that case, well, I think we're all quite well ready on the magical front. Elsyan, you have a lot of weird mind mumbo jumbo.
Indeed.
What?
But I don't
what
expect
exactly
you to
can-
understand.
Well,
can-
I'm gonna have to try.
I can stop enemies from attacking, and I can force them to run and flee. I can cause individuals to recoil in pain at anything I cause them to do. I can force someone to tell us the truth, but I doubt that would come in useful.
Maybe if we were the Taratan, we could find out their plans and what exactly there's going on, or where to find things. So it might not be entirely useless in this situation.
And I can impose a negative effect upon someone quite easily.
And
You
also
can get
your
inside people's heads, can't you?
and also, of course, you have your little friends.
Yes, but they're not for combat. They're more for reconnaissance.
May be useful. Behold, you hit things good, yes?
Yes, I hit stuff. Hello, that is me.
Done.
No, I. You go into a sort of berserker rage. I don't suppose there's anything we could do to bolster you during these times, or
Oh. What can you do to make me stronger?
I have a spell which can allow me to make your weapon magical. I also have an ability. I also can. I also have a spell that will make your defenses stronger.
Oh, that seems good. Fuck,
Yes,
what
it
happened
is.
to my voice? Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That does sound like a good idea. We wouldn't want you to run in without the proper protection, Bhold.
Yeah, maybe I won't die.
If you give me the chance to get those set up before we rush into a fight, that would probably be most useful.
You will have to remind me. It happens instinctively.
I will, don't worry. I can only do one at a time, though.
So, only one?
Only one at a time for the moment, because I think there's a thing that lets me do multiple ones at once. Like a feat or something, but I honestly don't.
Oh, so you
No, because
can't
they're
give
both
me
bonus
defense
actions
and
from
magic
time.
attack?
No, because they're both concentration.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
No, but they both cost a bonus action, so you can't do both of them on the same turn.
That's true. Well, frankly, I'll go for the defense on the first point, because defense is useful.
What
If we
does
find
the
that we
defense
can't-
thing do, though? Like, what does it do?
It gives you a +2 to your AC.
Okay, so it's gonna be 18.
Yeah, so it's pretty good, right?
Actually, no, 17, I think.
I mean,
Just
honestly,
add
I'd
2
probably
onto
put
your
it on.
Yeah,
AC.
17.
It's not.
Yeah. No, I forgot what my AC was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like,
Anyway,
I'm looking at my AC. What's +2?
I'm not
Anyway.
that bad at math. Come on.
It's not.
If it
It's not like
seems that-
Harlan. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it
I don't
seems
lose
like-
4 gold.
Well, as we'll go. Well, I'll probably put the defense up first, and if we can't deal damage to to a creature, then I'll give you the magic to try on your weapon instead to try and see if that'll help. That sound fair enough?
Sure.
Who did we lose?
Sudz, can you check Discord, please?
Did we lose someone, or was that just a pop sound?
What? No, it was chat.
Oh, right.
Right.
I
Well,
don't have chat enabled.
Malcolm, you said that we were going to be guided by the tree lady. Or something, I don't know.
You were asleep. How'd you know that?
I thought you told us, but okay. Dwarves hear whilst they're asleep.
Roll me a deception check, because that's not canon. Almost.
It was almost about to be canon.
No.
Oh.
No.
If I got the 20 when you said, oddly enough, Sasha has this strange mutation.
I'd have said it every now and then that occasionally you might hear a random thing, but also wouldn't be to your benefit.
I'll be honest, I don't know how I knew that. I guess I wasn't as asleep as I thought.
Maybe it's the porridge.
Maybe. It does have some strange properties. Right, well, shall we... okay. Shall we away, then?
Are we all ready?
I mean, I can't think of a way to make myself any readier.
Those gold.
Alright.
Well, how far away are we from the
Set
thing?
off then.
You are, if I remember correctly, you are a 4 to 6 hour journey.
How do I spell her name?
What?
Oh,
The-
MEAKRID, and then swallow some. So SWALLOWSUN.
What the fuck? Who's this?
Meekrid Swallow Sun, the wood lady.
Wood lady.
I'm gonna walk out into the forest. Well, walk out into on the outside of the ruins and yell, "Meekrid, we're ready!"
Almost instantaneously, you watch as a form just dashes out of a nearby tree and lands in front of you and says, "Good. Then let us head off." And you watch as she takes what looks to be some form of an arrow with not like a natural arrowhead, it's more like a sphere with a simple hole in the side. She pulls it back and her arrow fires it into the air and it goes, "Pew!" and does like a whistle sound as it heads off into the sky above. Or she continues to move forward in a
Alright.
particular direction, and you can now hear and see the of the trees moving off from your current location. You can just hear the occasional thud of them moving around.
Let's go, guys.
So suppose we can count on your backup during the fight then.
We will get you there, safe and sound, but we can't enter. There is something that stops us from entering that place. Anything that is of plant make can't enter, but you all seem capable. So,
I see.
I'll be leaving it in your stead, as I spoke to your friend here.
Very well then. We'd be quite grateful for your help. Do you think it might be one thing in particular blocking you from getting in? Some sort of enchanted item?
I can't be certain, but From what I can tell, there seems to be multiple power sources. So, maybe an array of particular items preventing our passage.
I see. We shall have to look to see if there's a way to disable this effect.
If we could do so, that would give us a good chance to
Yes.
let you in.
Yes, I don't suppose any of you have heard of something that might be able to do something like this.
Nothing really springs to mind. But let me have a good think on the subject.
Make an intelligence check.
Can I do the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, again, I keeps the 20.
Hold, if you want to do an intelligence check on this, you're welcome to try.
It's time for a 20.
Oh, there
All of you, as you're all thinking on this, Behold's just there, and he just looks over and says,
Oh, we've fought these before. They're blood crystals. The giants had them, and they stopped all of the local plants from growing.
I don't know how I know this, but I do.
I see. So, if we came across any, would you recognize them, Behold?
he would.
I would.
Got Outlander feat allows it.
Haha.
Because you fought giants before. Shouldn't have allowed you to roll, but oh well.
Sometimes these things
worth
happen
it.
for a reason.
It's worth it, yeah.
It was meant to be, Chris.
Yep. It was meant to be. So, is there anything else you wanted to do while you were travelling?
Other than keep a really good eye out this time for anyone trying to sneak up on us.
Yeah. I'm not overly bothered about that. I'm going to be looking out for any herbs or medicines or anything, medicinal herbs in the
Nature check.
in the forest.
Nature check from your end. Perception check from your end. Simon, I'm going to say
Oh,
with advantage because you're...
That's weird. I'm getting some weird lag.
Are you as well, Simon, or are you okay?
I think it's alright. Was that with advantage?
I find so.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a 2 anyway, but
It was
I'm
a
just
2.
wanting to make sure.
I,
It's still being a bit weird for me.
You might want to disconnect and reconnect.
Huh?
Yeah.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
So,
Just, I don't mind what I.
when... Yeah,
And
just...
yes, it was with advantage.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes,
I
it was with
didn't-
advantage because
yeah.
you've got Felipe doing it, so it's you and
Yes.
Felipe both doing it.
Whoa.
As you're
Alright.
as you're moving through the forest, Sasha's looking out for herbs and that sort of thing. As you're moving through, looking through Felipe's eyes, you can see the battle taking place around you. You can see and hear the trees as their clubs and other different types of trees which weren't in the previous fight. The previous ones were all oak, but now you can see that there's other types. There's birches, there's willows, and you can see that there's even spells being cast by some of them. And you watch as a series of 3 waves of spiders, giant spiders, the 4-armed spider humanoid hybrids, and a series of spiderlings all try and move through the trees before they get cut off and just dismembered by your current escort. And you just watch this entire thing happen. You see every little detail of it. You watch as each of the spiderlings is individually dealt with. And you kind of get the sense that you're being escorted by something very powerful. And the fact that they can't enter into this sphere of influence might play more of a significant part than may have originally been implied.
Okay. I get the feeling that whatever we're up against is more powerful than it's letting on.
Sounds discouraging.
We'll have to take great precautions. Perhaps we ought
It's
to
fine,
make,
I will join you.
perhaps we ought to make looking for these crystals our primary mission. I think it's a good idea to try and clear out the entire encampment without backup.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'll be looking out for them.
Oh, and she wants us to find somebody that the spiders took in there.
I don't suppose you have a description or a name or anything?
They'll
No,
look exactly like me.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I take a good look at her.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Why does looking have to be intelligence? I'm very intelligent, though.
You memorize all of the wooden features, and as long as somebody is made out of wood, you're fairly certain that's who she's talking about. So, as you make your way closer, eventually, after a few hours of travel, you find yourself standing in the edge of what seems to be the woodland, and she says, I can go no further from here. Just walk that way a few more, or a few 100 feet, and you should come across the nest. Be careful, though. You might want to take them by surprise, because you don't know how much they know already about us being here.
Very well then. Right, let's be careful.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm gonna send Felipe overhead, just to scout.
Okay.
And like as soon as he gets a glimpse of anything, I'm gonna have him fly straight down and warn us.
Okay. It's a very short trip for Felipe. The moment he travels up above the canopy, he can see what looks to be a relatively large spire of web climbing up a tree and out off of the canopy. And travelling over, he can see what looks to be a small clearing with what looks to be a few trees and what looks to be fallen bits of branches and trees which seem to have been removed or cut down in some way. And are you moving closer as the party?
I'll
Before-
warn everyone that. I'll just relay to everyone what's going on.
Before we move on, I want to use Pass Without a Trace. And yes, I did prepare it before we started.
Yep, okay. So you
Ooh,
took
nice.
something else off. Okay, so you all have a +10 to your stealth check.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you, based Malcolm.
So you cast Pass Without a Trace. It will last an hour. Keep that in mind. And so from what Felipe can see, he can see what looks to be a few spiderlings climbing on the outside of it, weaving what looks to be a small web around the outside, connecting it to the local trees. You can see what looks to be a kind of like a web canopy almost, where there are bits connected to some of the nearby trees. Not full canopy, but patchy, where they're able to move between the trees naturally. Similar to the layer that you saw previously in parts of the other canopy when you were moving back earlier on. The one which you tried to light on fire and you found out it was mostly resistant.
So we can't just burn the whole place down.
You can try.
But those older webs, the more fire-resistant ones, they were less sticky as well, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not
That is
necessarily
true.
going to be caught immediately if we touch it.
Well, it's possible
We all-
that they can
yeah.
sense the vibrations.
That is true. While stealth is still our goal, we ought to avoid it. We ought to avoid it as much as possible.
Yes. Right. Can I try and do some sort of Arcana check, or can people try and do an Arcana check to see if we can't like sense where there's like a load of magic? Being, I'm assuming that's where the
A
crystals
whole
would be.
specialty.
I'm gonna say
You know what?
the only
Honestly,
person,
yeah, sure.
the
go
only
ahead.
person who can do this is Malcom.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
But Arcana.
Yes, I know, Bhold. You're
My whole
amazing at it.
specialty.
But okay, you can feel a negative energy force repelling the local wildlife and some of the plants. You can see that a few of them seem to be like some of the local trees seem to be damaged, or they're like in the process of decaying. And you can sense the power coming from 4 locations. Straight ahead and up a little bit. Down and to the right slightly. Straight down in front of you, and then a little bit to the left of that.
Alright, I'm a
Right.
relay what I feel.
Interesting. So, the 4 with multiple crystals, 4 of them. Obviously, it would be helpful if we could get rid of them all at once. That way, there's no chance of them stopping us. But that's not safe in this place. I say we go to each one, try and destroy it or disrupt it, and well, if they end up fighting us, well, they were going to end up fighting us anyway.
That is true.
I suppose so.
This. How big does this web spire look?
I'd say maybe
Like, building wise.
30, 40 foot tall. About the size of a 2-story house, 3-story house,
Right.
at most.
Does it look like it goes into the ground, or?
You can't tell from this distance. You can just about see the beginning of the webbing entrance from where you currently are, but from what Felipe can see, he can't see anything other than the canopy that covers maybe a 50 to 100 foot gap, like diameter-wise, in a spherical pattern, and in the middle is the spire, which is maybe 30 foot diameter in base.
This thing could hold hundreds of spiders.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to be able to fight these things without at least trying to get some help from Mirkal, whatever, Swallow Sun. Madam Swallow Sun. Let's go with that.
Close enough.
Yeah. Is there any of those crystals that I can see?
No, you can't see any from this distance.
Right. I say we follow Malcolm's feeling. And do any of them feel different, or do they all feel the same?
From what he can tell, one of them feels slightly stronger, but the rest of them seem to be equally as powerful.
Right. So one of them feels stronger. Maybe if we take out that one, it'll take out the rest. But other than that, well, it probably won't. So I say we go take it out, see what happens, and go from there. It's a bit of a slapdash plan, but it's very unlikely. It's very unlikely we'd be able to sneak through here and kill them all one by one. Given that Bhold is a 7-foot monstrosity who's glaringly naked, I'm wearing the armor equivalent of a triangle orchestra. Queglod is actually Queglod, you're fine. Elsyan is a flashy son of a bitch who's wearing so much jewelry. And Sudz, no, Malcom, you're also fine.
You're correct that we won't be able to maintain the element of surprise for long, even with Malcolm's spell. We must make sure we're in position fully before giving away our position.
I suggest we head towards the strongest of the crystals, providing it isn't like directly inside the what do you call it? The spire. Where is it directly inside the spire, do you think?
Move closer to find out.
By my guess, I would
Okay,
say...
direction-wise, is it?
Oh yeah, the first
There's-
one is directly in front of you. The next one is directly in front of you and down with a little bit to the right. The most powerful one is directly down and in front of you, and the other one after that is a little bit down and to the left of that.
Right. You see, so if it's down, then we know that they are... That
Probably
this thing
underground.
goes- yes, this thing goes underground. We probably... I say... are all of them underground apart from the one that is directly in front of us?
You can assume that if you want.
Right, well, okay, that's what we're assuming. Right. I suggest we... It seems that if they're all underground, we may have to hit them one by one. I doubt we can sneak our way through an entire cave system without getting found out.
There's a high possibility of us being found out, but I say we should act soon because the spell that I cast doesn't last.
Every second we waste is a second we're losing time.
Yes.
Malcolm, you're the one that knows where they are. It's your choice.
Yeah.
Which
we'll
one do
follow
we go
your
after
guidance.
first?
Let's see. Well, I'd say the one that we should go for first is the one above ground. First.
Right. Let's go for it. Right, everyone, get ready for a fight.
Very well.
Can we stealth first, though?
Wait, what?
Can we stealth first?
I mean, yeah, sure, let's stealth.
So they
Fine.
see us coming?
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Let's see how well stealthing goes.
Yeah.
Harlan. Rolling. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Oh no. Oh, I have advantage.
Doesn't matter. Oh wait,
What?
no. Sorry, that I got you two mixed up.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, no. So that's a natural one. Wait, Harlan's the purple
Wait,
one.
what?
I forgot that. Yeah, you rolled the natural one because I meant to give the disadvantage to Harlan. So that's a 6 on 1.
Oh, okay.
This is a 6. I know it's a 6.
I know, just ignore it.
6 and
So 6, so plus 9 for
Plus
15. 9.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did everybody get?
God.
What did everybody get?
13.
13 with a natural 1.
I guess
Yep.
with the plus 10, that would be 29.
9, okay.
Let's see. Stealth. So mine's 19.
Okay. And
Hey,
Elsyan's...
look, it's the people I said would be able to do it, would be fine, that we're actually able to get to.
And Elsyan got 15, I think. That's what Elsyan has.
Good thing that I added the plus 10 there, everybody.
Glaring. Here we have Infernal being glaringly naked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Just
from...
as we were moving into position, sunlight reflected off of his, reflected
A
off
bald
his
head.
hands into the eyes of
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, off of the currently wet-chested and slightly and wet, completely bald head of Bhold. As you move forward into position, you can see what looks to be a few spiderlings working on the outside still, from what you can tell, weaving a web. And the light shines through, and it gleams off of Behold's bald head. Some of you have to shield your eyes a little bit as this happens. But the spiderlings don't seem to notice.
Beautiful.
Well, they didn't
Oh, I can blind them. New strategy.
Yeah, so you've moved into the clearing, I assume, at this point. So
I'm scared too, but yes.
I'd say it's probably about 30 feet to the entrance. You can see now it's kind of a triangular arch, and inside you can see what looks to be a series of spherical bits of web that are just floating there, or seemingly floating there. And you can see what looks to be a kind of a curve downwards into a recess.
Well, that's interesting.
What would you like to do?
Not die.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I'm probably the first one though.
Okay, so what's your marching order, and are you moving forward? I'm going to put Elsyan at the back / in the middle, so I'm going to put him fourth.
How many spiders are there in front?
From what you can see 2 on the outside, and they're spiderlings, they're working on the web.
There's no one else around that we
No.
can see.
Not that you can see, no. You can look around if you want to try and get a better look.
Sure.
Alright, make a perception check.
Can't see shit. The sun is way too big.
Yeah, it's gleaming off your head. It's blinding even you.
Gleaming off my nose into my eye.
Right. Do I?
No, only Bhold was the one who wanted to do a perception check.
Right, maybe it's time to use that defensive spell.
It lasts 10 minutes, Shield of Faith.
Oh no.
Magical weapon lasts an hour though, so that's up to you.
Mhm.
And we need a marching order, don't we?
I'm probably
Yes.
first.
So
You know what? I will go second or first because I am the
okay.
defense.
yep, put Malcolm the
fine, we
guide
have
in the back. Okay, works for me.
Okay.
I mean, Malcolm, do you want me to swap around with you so that we've got a strong a punching bag at the front and the back? Thinking about it.
And since I'm pointing out directions, so
Yeah. Yeah. That seems fair.
Okay, as you make your way forward, make your way into the web spire, you can see what looks to be a set of trees around the outside, which have been like bent and broken. The leaves have all withered off of them very quickly. You can see it reaches up. It's a fairly high ceiling, 20 foot up, about that, and it curves into a singular point at the end. You can see hanging from the ceiling a series of what look to be dried up and withered birds, lizards, small mammals. You can see a single human corpse as well. And right at the very top, you can see what looks to be a glowing red web. From what you can just about peek through it, Bhold, you think that might be one of the blood crystals. It's about 4 foot in size, 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot or so, and it's not perfectly spherical. It's rough, it's jaggedly cut, but it's in place, and it seems to be hanging by a series of threads to the very apex of the spire. You can also see what looks to be a series of spiderlings.
What the hell was that?
How easily can you break those, do I know?
What, the crystals?
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure. You weren't the one to break them previously. And you can see what look to be another 3 spiderlings, and they're currently crawling along the inside of the wall, and they're currently weaving what looks to be a small web against the wall. None of them seem to have noticed you yet.
Strange.
Well, do you want me to charge in?
You're already inside. It's up.
Okay.
You can also see what looks to be a dip going downwards, and it seems to go into a dark tunnel going further and further in. Those with dark vision, your sight is quite short because you haven't got superior dark vision. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to see.
Well,
I got lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
I get the feeling that the moment we touch the webbing, all of these spiderlings are going to realize that we're here. Does that sound fair enough to everyone?
Yeah,
Would they only have one blood crystal, or would they have many?
They'd have many. We're assuming they have many.
Still.
4.
Yeah, the
What if we were to remove the webbing around it?
First, can I be able to tell from where we are now? Can I be able to tell how far it feels like the other ones are from us underground?
How far?
Yeah, like how whichever one I feel stronger or weaker, and I can base that on how far or how close they are.
The
to
one that you
our
sent
position.
originally, that is above ground from what you can tell, is directly above you. You can sense that now, it's right there.
Yeah,
And
it's that
But
one.
I sensed the other three as well.
Yeah, as you go to try and sense the other two, they seem to be masked by this one. And you can't concentrate on the two of them. You can feel the faintest essence being pumped from what you can only assume is the stronger one. And it seems to be down the path and a little bit to the right, from what you can tell. Distance-wise, it seems to have gotten further away from what you can tell.
Right.
Or it's at least weaker.
So how do you guys want to do this?
I'm assuming you're relaying that to us?
Yeah, I
Okay.
Are we gonna break this giant thing?
Well, it seems like the stronger one is powering these ones. Maybe these are like battery collectors and they shoot out the power and make the field. Whereas the other one is like a generator or
Yes, if the weaker ones are of roughly the same strength as each other, that sounds like it makes sense.
In that case, if we were to take out the big one, it's possible that these ones would just break. But do you think we'll be able to get down there?
There's a possibility we can, and there's a possibility we can. It all depends on what's down there.
I think if we set off this one here, I don't think it will do anything. And also, I don't think it will. I think it will alert them to our presence. These spiderlings seem to not notice us, but I'm not sure whether they just aren't bothered by us or whether they actually are unaware of us until we mess with their webbing.
Yes, if we were to take down this crystal, we would be bringing the entire fortress down on our heads. Only for a chance of maybe weakening the barrier.
However, if we had to take out the stronger one, it's possible we'd take this down, and we'd also be able to, rather than having to go deeper into the catacombs of this place, we'd be fighting our way out, which honestly seems a bit easier. All defenses are made to keep others out. Only prisons are created to keep people in. If we are fighting our way out, we should be capable of it should be easier than trying to get further in. So I say we go for the big one. Having had a look at this and seeing how it works, does that sound right to everyone?
Very well then.
Even if we
contact until we get to the larger one.
Yes, even if now we can start walking now, but like even if we were to take out that one, it's possible that it would only like reduce the distance of the barrier, which would mean that they couldn't attack us from outside, but we'd already be outside.
Okay. Two things. First of all, where are you going? And second of all, you can choose to make another group stealth check if you wish.
I mean, I'd be cool with making a group stealth check.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
And as far as where we're going,
So again,
We're
with
heading-
disadvantage on.
we're heading to the big one.
So we're looking for a way deeper into the fortress.
I mean, hopefully this is higher than one.
Oh, that's a
Ah.
Ah!
Oh, but the plus 10-6 isn't bad either.
Roll a
Yeah.
17 again, Queglod, or?
Yeah, I rolled. Yeah, wow, I rolled another 17.
Oh, no.
Oh, never mind.
There's always one.
Mhm.
So, as you move further forward, travelling through what looks to be a basic tunnel, travels down quite a way. You travel about 20, 30, 40, 50, and it keeps proceeding. It's a rather long tunnel proceeding to go down at about a 30-degree angle. And it's at this point that you get to what looks to be a basic, just what looks to be kind of like a basic room. It seems to be natural cavern from what you can tell, but the walls and the floor, the walls and all of the ceiling seem to be covered in webs. The floor seems to have a few webs on them, and you can currently see, those with dark vision, you can just about see the movement of a few things on the walls. Wow, that's impressive. Okay. Okay.
We've been spotted.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's rolling stealth for like 30 of them. No problem.
Okay, so, what would you like to do? You haven't seemed to have attracted any attention yet.
I'm gonna get very ready for a fight. Like, just I'm if something pops out at me, I want to like prepare to fight. Apparently, I can prepare an action, so I'm gonna say it.
Okay. So, Bhold, you are excuse me, you are currently the first person going to be entering this room. But first, I think we'll take a quick break there so that I
can make us terrified. Yes.
So I can make you guys terrified, and also so that everybody can go grab a drink or whatever they want before this all begins. So, be back in just a moment. let's get this show back on the road. Aye! And you're probably seeing this and you're like, oh man, this thing looks...
Intimidating.
Yes. Also, Infernal, I couldn't possibly tell. We'll see. You'll see. You never
Why
know.
the fuck would you let me tell you that?
Well, I
Who
mean,
knows?
he said that you could message him.
I
He
said
didn't
you
tell
could
he
message
could
me and
give
I
you an
would...
answer.
And I'm not going to give you a legit answer either way, so...
Yeah,
regardless. So, this is what you can currently see. You are currently in a hallway surrounded by web and ceiling. It's about 10 to 8 foot roughly in width. And before you can see what looks to be the entrance of a room, about your 30 feet distance. And you can see what look to be the vague shapes of things crawling on the wall.
Okay, and it's quite dark, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like,
That's
unless you've
why
got
we can't
Lighthouse
see a lot of
up. Unless
yeah,
you've got
lighthouse.
Ahead.
Lighthouse is up enough to where we can be able to see where we're going, but
Okay.
not too much.
This is the kind of darkness that even dark vision isn't super effective against.
Okay, so if you
I mean, you can see fine, can't you? You have Devil Sight.
Well, it's... Devil's Sight works on magical darkness.
But non-magical
But,
darkness
yeah,
is still formidable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-magical darkness and non-magical pitch blackness are not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just so you understand this, so are you creating dim light with your thing at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so from what you can see what looks to... There you go. You can see what looks to be an open room, and what looks to be a turning to the left slightly. You can see what looks to be webs covering large portions of the wall, and from what you can see what looks to be maybe 3 spiderlings currently crawling on the wall. I really need to resize these, they're not the right size. You can see what look to be 3 spiderlings currently climbing on the wall, laying webs and that sort of thing, currently doing what you would consider housework.
Well, wasn't I supposed to be at the back?
I moved you forward because of your current position, but you can do change if you want.
Yeah, I'll just be at the back so that I can, like, if something comes up behind us, we're not gonna get. If it hits me, it's not really a big deal. If it hits Queglod or Elsyan, that's a bit of a big deal.
Okay, well Elsyan's going to be on his own over here then. It's just going to be... Alright, so how do you want to proceed? They haven't seemed to have noticed you yet.
Right.
Alright.
mm,
Alright.
Do
What
you
I
want to?
Oh, by the
what I
way,
wanted-
while you're in Pass Without a Trace, silence is emitted in your radius, so you can still talk as loud as you want. They can't hear you.
Right. Oh. Okay.
As loud as we want?
Yeah, you can shout and they can't hear you because it's an
but-
outward silence spell.
Mm,
Anyway,
Right. So
what I would, Queglod. Queglod.
Yes,
Can you watch Arachne for me, really quick? I'm just gonna go check out if there's anything to be worried about up here.
Yes, I can do that. What is the range on this spell you've cast on us? Just to answer. And does it affect us or an area around you?
It's in an area around me.
Okay.
It's within 30 feet.
Very well then. If you're going up ahead, everyone stay quiet until he gets back.
So I'm a
Okay.
hand Arachne over to
Yeah.
Queglod.
Yeah.
And
Just a question: how big is the arachne now?
About maybe about a quarter of the size of you.
Oh, fun.
soon you'll be able to ride her.
Not
Hmm.
wrong. Okay. Hold on. I'm just going to quickly read the conditions of pass without a trace. I recommend you do the same because I can't remember whether I directly copied it across or not. But you can go ahead if you want. I'm just trying to find it. No, okay, that's fine. Hold on, is that... Okay, yeah. No, that's fine.
Alright.
You can carry on as normal. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was originally thinking if they leave the radius, does it stop working on them even if they re-enter? But no, it'll only work on you lot because you lot were in the initial casting.
Yeah.
But so it means that if these spiderlings make a noise, then they will be heard.
Yeah. Because it's what I choose
Yes.
as well.
But they have to be the initial cast, so yeah.
Yeah. What I was gonna do is I was gonna turn, use B shape and turn into a spiderling and walk up here and take a look.
Okay. So, watch as Malcom, who, within the blink of an eye, shrinks down, the clothes of Malcom sinking into the form, along with Lighthouse, which is currently your light source. Behold, you can't see a thing now.
Oh shit! Where am I?
And you will watch, with the exception of Behold, who suddenly can't see anything. You see Malcom shrink down to the size of a spiderling, and you wanted to run up here.
Up to about here so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, just as the light disappears, I'm gonna move over to Behold and like grab his hand, like, shh, it's alright. We'll be back shortly.
Okay. So from what you can see what look to be 2 additional spiderlings currently on the walls of this area. I'm just gonna move this one across for later.
Just gonna move Elsyan in front of me so that I can block something flowing from behind him.
You can see 2 additional spiders from the current location of over here.
Does it look like any of them have noticed me?
From what you can tell, none of them seem to have noticed you. No. They all seem to be, like, going ahead, weaving their webs along the edges.
Alright, I'm gonna come out a little bit more, see if I can see anything over here. Maybe, like, right here.
Okay, where did you want to go again, sorry?
Right here on this tile.
Okay. You move out onto this, into this general location. They seem to be completely ignoring you, from what you can see. But from what you can see in the local area, you can see what looks to be a... That's a big tile, that's not going to work. You can see where it seems to travel off further down this way. To check, what's the...
Question, is there any reason we don't just let Malcom go ahead and just do this for the rest of the camp? Just
I
do
need to
this?
check. Do spiderlings have dark vision?
Because the crystal will be guarded.
Well, yeah, but like, if we want to, if he like maps out where to go, we can just avoid 90% of the bad shit in here. And he's a spider, so if he does fall into something bad, it's just gonna be like, oh, it's another spider. Okay.
Yeah. I'd almost forgotten that you could use wild shape.
Yeah.
Sudz, just because you don't do it much.
I had
I'm
completely forgotten you could use white.
Like I'm playing a druid in Sam's campaign.
And it just did not occur.
Yeah.
He hasn't used it yet because whenever I've reminded him, he's always been like, well, I don't know what to turn into. And I'm like, you could literally turn into anything. Why are you like...
Yeah, I
holding
guess
back?
you're not a moon druid, so wild shape isn't as useful in combat to you.
No, he's a spiderling. If he gets hit, he has 1 HP.
Yeah, you can't turn into, like, really...
Go away!
Like,
Meow.
why haven't you turned into a cat?
Yeah, turn into a cat with giant
in here?
Yeah, I'm just going to turn into a cat, walks into a spider's lair, they all just turn around, their heads slowly turning.
Go away.
Okay, so you have a vision of 60 foot dark vision. So
Okay.
you would be able to see in here, from what you can tell. I'm just going to delete that. Actually, hold on, let me look at my reference. How much would you be able to see? Ah, that's not terrible. Sure, why not? You can see that at the moment. What looks to be there seems to be a wall of web in front of you, from what you can tell. It doesn't seem to be too thick. It seems to be kind of light with about spiderling-sized holes in it, and what looks to be a large, like, wavy underpart, which seems to be slightly looser. And there seems to be a series of webs in the next room connecting it all to the ceiling and to the grand structure, into these stalagmites and stalactites. And there seems to be another large mat of web on the other side against the wall over here.
Is there any duration how long it can stay like this?
You can stay in it a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So 1.5 hours.
Rounds down, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna say 1.5 because, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah. If you want to make him more powerful, that's no skin off my back.
It's a half an hour bonus, like.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm going to be a spiderling for an extra half an hour, and I'm going to go in deeper into the cave. Sure, go ahead. Why not? I'm not gonna argue.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're going deeper?
Yeah, I'm going to about here on the webbish part right here.
Going onto the web.
Yes.
Right. If I see him like going around the corner, do we see him going around the corner?
No. Your dark vision goes up to like here.
Okay, so you have no idea if he's gone off.
So you have no idea what's going on. So Malcom, what you can currently see?
Okay. Yeah. I won't bother trying to message him then.
Wait, is the pass without trance thing still on him?
It's on him, so he has like a plus 17 to his dex, to his stealth because he's a spider.
So we can't hear him if he says anything.
He can't say anything anyway. He can only speak in like spiderling.
Yeah, but if he screams, we still can't hear him.
That is also true.
Yeah, that's a point. If he dies, we won't know.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing.
Do trees really fall? Do trees make sound when they fall in the forest?
Yeah, if a druid dies and there's no party members around to cast Revivify, isn't he really dead?
Alright, so
For a tip, the answer is yes.
what you can see currently
Jesus
is...
Christ.
Where are you? Around here somewhere.
Wait,
There
which
you
one
are,
is
my-
Malcolm?
Hmm?
Which one are you? You're this
I'm
one,
this
right?
one. Yeah, I'm this one.
Seems to be blending in perfectly.
Malcolm. Okay. So this
Can we get like a
That's my
color
favourite
ring
character.
around his side?
it's your favourite
quickly?
character. It's the generic human.
Generic-
Favorite guy.
Yeah, it's the generic human who is currently on the ground, unconscious, and currently being wrapped in web by this big thing as all the little ones are busy tending to the walls.
Oh, is that the professor guy?
No,
No.
Looks a lot like him.
No. It's just
it's the generic.
Looks a lot like him.
It's the generic human guy. Behold, don't make me make it worse because you can't see the spiderling that might be walking towards you this very moment.
Oh, no.
And the party's not paying attention. Who knows? So you currently see this guy being wrapped up by the giant spiderling, by the giant spider, and all the other spiderlings currently tending to the webs and so on. And you watch as this spiderling after it finishes wanders over, and the big spider just goes and hisses at the little one, which then proceeds to like scurry off to the wall over here next to you.
What's wrong, little buddy?
I'm gonna turn around and go back.
Are you sure?
Why?
I don't know what the... You know what? No, I'm gonna go this way.
I can't believe that actually worked. Alright, where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go... here.
As you get to here, you are confronted by a large web wall, which to try and make your way through. You can see where it seems to be a few holes, but the rest of it seems to be very thick. It seems to be old web, but it's a lot thicker than the previous one.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and go through.
Make your way through easily enough. Oh, wrong button. Not working. You can see what looks to be a large chamber before you. You can't see too greatly in this area. There doesn't seem to be any light, but you can hear voices speaking within the darkness. You can just hear the words niggling. You can't understand what they're saying.
I'm gonna move up a little bit.
On the web or off the web?
On the web.
Okay.
Trying to blend in.
As you move up a little further, you can see what looks to be the cavern as it seems to open up. You can see what seems to be an extra area moving across. And from what you can see what looks to be a seems to be some form of a Taratan, currently wielding a bow, currently standing on what looks to be a large web in the center of the room, which goes up to this large red crystal currently dangling from the ceiling by a large thick web from a stalactite, and the webs from the ground go up to meet it, and you can see what look to be the more of those gangly humanoid creatures currently just carrying boxes. They seem to be more paler in skin color, and their eyes seem to be more of a little bit of a pinker tint to them. You're not quite sure what you're looking at, and you hear the voices again. And you watch as this Taratan turns around and scuttles off into the darkness.
So the crystal thing is in here.
Yes, it is right here. Just in your vision from what you can see.
Taratan turned into a grave. Wow.
Alright, now I'm gonna go back. And yes, I'm sure.
I could have tried. Alright. So, you begin making your way back. You can see the giant spider at this point has moved around the other side and is currently dragging the human figure who's currently unconscious and completely wrapped at this point. I'm
sorry, there's nothing I can do for that guy.
And as you move back round, do you stay a spiderling?
No.
Okay. Alright, so as you come around the corner, you will see this spiderling currently just scuttling up the hallway before you watch as it just turns into Malcom in almost a freakish way, where like all of the 8 eyes along the sides all converge into one. The like half opened mouth with the pincers and stuff all converge into his jaw, and there's like this horrific transformation as he just becomes one person once again, and the dim light is shed around you. Catches you a little bit off guard, Bhold, but everybody's currently under pass without a trace. And during this time, Queglod, you find yourself with Arachne currently like scampering around, like trying to escape, kind of like a toddler. Just trying to escape your grasp and like trying to wiggle his way out, or her way out.
Okay, I'm gonna try and.
Hot person.
No, I'm gonna.
You can sit Arachne down.
I'll set her down on the ground and have Felipe watch over her.
You just as you set her down, you watch as she just goes and just runs up the back of Malcom and just sits on both of his shoulders once again. Felipe is currently sat on your staff and currently looking out.
I'm gonna move up to about here and relay the information.
Okay. So you're all currently aware of the main layout of what you're looking at. You know there's a large chamber here which had the creatures walking around in carrying boxes and the like, and that there was a giant spider currently dragging what seemed to be a unconscious but still live human. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. We need to come up with a plan of attack then.
I
Charge in usually works.
that was the big crystal, was it?
From
It wasn't the big crystal, it was a big crystal.
yeah.
Right.
I can't imagine we're gonna have much of a chance with stealth any further.
Yes, I can't imagine it either. Well, I say we go up behind these the 5 here, and take them out so they can't help us later. Then there's a choke point ahead so that the big ones or the small ones can't come through as quickly. That way we can try and limit the amount of them that come through. We continue doing this, and we take out these 5 here. If this brings them forward, we do that. If it doesn't, then we try and draw them out into the choke point and take them out. Does that sound fair to everyone?
No clue what you just said.
Right.
You watch as very passively a spiderling just crawling on the ceiling just goes straight past you guys. Just continues going down the corridor.
They can't see, can they?
Can we roll a nature check to see if they can see?
You can if you wish, yeah.
All of us, or?
I'm gonna say, yeah, all of you. Sure, why not? Nothing could possibly go wrong.
That is a 17 for me.
I think mine's a 15.
So, from what you can tell, spiderlings aren't blind.
They are not
19
blind.
for me.
They aren't blind,
18 for me.
but they seem to be oblivious to your presence.
So,
Maybe it's the fact that Arachne is with us.
These Taratan and the spiderlings aren't.
Cut off there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The Taratan and these spiderlings, they aren't. What?
You cut off at the exact same place. It was like, these spiderlings, the Taratan and these spiderlings are. Just cuts off.
Okay. Yeah, they aren't the same thing. Got that?
yes, we got that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the same thing either.
Yeah, didn't the Taratan speak under whatever the fuck it is?
Undercommon.
Yeah.
Elsyan just perks up and says, yes, he spoke undercommon.
Wait, who said that?
Elsyan.
Oh, Elsyan.
It's my posh voice.
So there might be.
Yeah, perhaps the spiderlings are just drones.
Possibly. They might not be able to see us, but we might draw attention if we try to go through the 2 webbing walls up there.
Right. Again, take out the spiderlings here. Oh.
Uh-oh.
What?
I disconnected.
So did I.
Oh, what? The other 2 are fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, you 2 should probably
Only
try
you 2
reconnect.
have like some kind of
Steam P2P session failed with those 2. Okay, if this ends up being a thing where I have to restart, I will quickly switch over to the main overlay and then restart the server. You guys okay?
I can't rejoin.
You can't rejoin?
I also
okay.
cannot rejoin.
Okay, so I guess that was happened yesterday.
Yeah, it happened yesterday and it happened earlier today. I don't know what it is, but it's some weird bug which keeps happening every now and then, and it's really annoying me because I can't figure out how to solve it. Alright, I'm just going to put an overlay up real quick. No need to panic.
Technical difficulties.
Yep, that happens.
Time for me to go get a drink then.
No, it won't take that long.
Time to go fab.
No.
No, wait, what?
Oh, well, actually, no, to be fair, that wouldn't take
It
that
probably
long.
will for you.
That will take like 10 seconds, so it's fine.
Alright, there we go. I've reloaded. So you guys can try again. Mods on. 3 frames per second. Yeah, I wonder why.
Whoa.
I'm probably gonna disconnect. There we go.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, you guys, you can rejoin again if you want.
Working on it.
And we'll give that a try.
Thanks for trashing me, Chris.
I'm sorry. Just hope it's not all in Chinese again.
I hope so.
For context,
It's
I
okay.
spawned all the marbles, and then like Infernals, like everything that had like letters or general words, just all went gobbledygook and just turned into like
I was
a
there,
language you
wasn't
didn't understand. It looked like Chinese, but I'm not a language professor.
Yeah, it was one of those languages.
Question: how complex was it? Like,
Yes.
Yes, that's actually a sufficient. That's sufficient enough complexity to understand that it was.
were
Like,
there any circles?
Yes.
plenty?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were half of letters.
Yes.
All of the above. It was like stupid complex. We don't know what happened. I broke it, and I don't know if he fixed it yet. But either way. So yeah. Are you all able to rejoin?
I have rejoined currently.
So what is your current plan of action? Spiderling at this point is like wandered off, and he's wandering down the hallway, and he turns the corner.
All right. What I think we should do is we should come down here so these guys don't notice us. Question: where does it feel like the strong crystal is coming from? From where we are right now? In which direction?
Strange.
No, that's
Somewhere off in this direction.
somewhere off in that direction. It's not that one, so there must be one down further.
Actually, no, it'd be a little bit more in this direction. Actually, my bad.
So there might be
Uh,
two there then?
is it just? I think I'm getting a bit disconnected.
What's that? Oop. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know what's...
Did you die again, Harlan?
He did.
The last thing he said before he left was, I think I'm getting a bit disconnected, so I'm guessing.
I'm guessing it's his end for
Probably
this
dead.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody else is still fine.
Yep.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do? We'll wait for him to come back.
Well, if you don't think...
I don't think these spiders will be able to see us, and I don't think this spider will be there anymore when we get down there.
And if you
So
don't think, and if you think the other one is further on,
There might be a chance that we can get through here without having to fight anything.
Right.
there's
In
one
that
there's
case,
one problem with that.
Welcome back.
As soon as we get here, though, these guys might be able to see it.
Yeah, these guys are
there's
an unknown
something-
entity.
There was something different about them.
They were paler or something, whiter.
Taylor and something with their eyes.
Not whiter. That's not what I meant.
They were from what you can remember, their skin was paler, or the skin and hair was paler, and their eyes were more pink.
so what you're saying is these are the albinos.
You can think that.
Or there might just be something completely different about them.
I mean, it might be something completely different, but if they are albino, that does mean their eyesight will be shittier.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
That's what albinism does.
Anyway,
Gives you right.
what are you doing?
I was thinking we could come down here and try to get past the web first. Come down here, see if these spiderlings
Yeah,
notice
okay.
us, and then
I'd say we move up to like here
Yeah.
and then
I'm
see if
gonna
anything
walk
happens.
a bit into the room and see if they can see me.
Okay, I would like you all to make another stealth check, please. Harlan with disadvantage again, because you play armor. Oh,
That's with +6 and +10, right?
Plus 10 still, yep.
Yep. 18.
14 this time, I'm afraid.
oh my goodness.
Alright,
At
so
least
what,
it's not a.
what have we got?
26.
We have 26. Okay.
I swear. Why can't I get those rolls?
26 plus. Okay, no. Regardless, actually, that would work. Yeah. So you're all okay as you move in. You don't seem to take notice.
Alright. So, what I think
This one was moving in. Where is
this
he currently?
this one you can't see it. It's not there.
Okay. It's gone.
And
Alright.
from what you can see what looks to be the rear end of a giant spider, currently dragging what looks to be the cocooned individual wrapped in silk. Seems to be dragging them slowly through this area.
There might be a chance we can try and get through here without these spiderlings noticing.
Right. Malcom, you Queglod, and okay, Malcom, you and Queglod go up to the web. Myself, Bhold, and Elsyan will stay here to make sure that this lot don't come at us. Actually, no. Malcolm,
That's a bad idea.
Yes, Malcolm, you and me, we'll go check out the web. Bhold, Queglod, and Elsyan, how about you three keep an eye on this lot here?
All right.
Preferably with Bhold in front. Yes.
So I'll be back here.
Okay. So, as you all move through, fairly bog standard, you avoid the webs. From what you can tell, this wall is relatively thin. You could probably break through it fairly easily with your weapons. It looks to be
I'm
kind
aware
of
we could break through with it. The issue is we don't
dusty.
want to.
It
Which
looks
wall?
kind of dusty. This one here.
Wait, there's a wall there? I thought it was web.
It's
It
web
is web.
wall.
Oh,
It's a web wall.
it's a web.
Yeah. Other than that,
Uh,
the other spiderlings don't seem to have noticed.
Right.
I'm
I am very specifically not touching this thing. Malcolm, do you think you have a way to break through this thing without setting all of them off?
do I? That is the question.
Indeed, do you?
So this is, you said it would look dusty, so this is like the non-flammable webbing?
From what you can tell, might be.
Does there appear to be any flammable webbing about?
Give me a perception check. 20.
Well, hot diggity shit.
You can see from what you can see, it looks like these spiderlings that are repairing bits and pieces seem to be tagging on the newer web, the stuff which you knew as flammable. There doesn't seem to be all that too much in your current area. It seems to be that the holes within this web are purposefully made. And beyond that, you can see where some of the spiderlings are due to the dim light. You can see what looks to be some of the webbing along the walls and along the ceiling seems to be flammable as well. Actually, speaking of which, okay. As on moving, you can see that you can hear the of the corpse being dragged, or of the individual being dragged by the giant spider, which is now out of view.
Well,
I don't really have anything for this, so I guess the only thing we can do is touch it and see if they react.
you said there were holes in it.
Spiderling
big?
sized holes.
Spiderling size, so maybe foot and a half if you're lucky. And they're
Queglod,
generally
yeah,
against the
Queglod,
walls and the
don't-
ceiling.
no. Right. I suppose so. Well, Hold, get ready to fight. Everyone, prepare yourselves. I'm gonna be readying myself with my mace and shield to just like hit the shit out of anyone that comes and attacks.
If we're fighting, then
There's a
Yeah.
possibility we will be.
okay. If we are fighting, we're fighting out from this room. Sasha, why don't you try and hold this choke point while we clear out this room?
Hopefully
Hopefully it won't come to that.
What happens.
Yeah,
Yes.
hopefully it won't come to that.
Alright.
But If it does, I think that ought to be the best strategy.
Yes, I will try and
Move on.
hold.
Move on room by room.
Mhm.
So, I'm going to use my staff and kind of push a little bit of the web, see if anything happens.
Okay. As you do, none of the spiders react.
Alright.
See if you can't try and make an opening, but not sever the entire thing.
Alright, I'm gonna try and...
Thread by thread, preferably.
I'm gonna stick my staff, like, halfway through it. And then, like, push up a bit.
No. What? Do we have
Okay.
any blades on us? Like,
As you
nah.
push your
dear.
staff through and up, it breaks, falls to either side of it. A little bit of dust falls. No reaction.
Can I do like an insight check on whether these things like haven't noticed us or whether they are just ignoring us?
Go ahead, make an insight check with disadvantage because it's a beast. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Oh no.
Okay.
That insight, that's a +5, I believe, so 9.
You can't seem to tell.
You said it's a beast, right?
They're all beasts. They're spiders.
What do you think, Malcolm? Are they willfully ignoring us, or do they seriously just not notice us? You're the animal expert, after all.
I guess I would like to do an insight check also.
Go ahead.
Nat 20! Close enough.
They seem to be... They're not necessarily ignoring you, but it seems because you're being gentle enough with the way you're dealing with the web, and there's no like immediate and sudden change, they don't seem to care. Like the occasional spider or giant spider might bump into a web because, you know, they can't exactly fit through there. So it is very possible that they are accustomed to there being maybe a light breeze from above, seeing as the hole is fairly open, or something bumping into the web. So seemingly because you're doing it rather slowly, they don't seem to react.
Alright, I'm gonna relay this to everybody. So as long as we take it slowly, we should be okay.
Right.
It
Well,
seems that these creatures are very business-minded. As long as it seems they have a job to do, and as long as we don't get in the way of it, they'll ignore us for now.
right. Well then, step by step then. Right, is the hole big enough for me to get through?
No, it's the size of his staff, so it's maybe like half a foot.
Right.
He
Slowly,
broke open.
carefully.
Yeah, I'm just slowly gonna try and make a path for us to go through.
Okay.
Through here.
Okay. So as you begin to slowly pull up the webs, you see what looks to be this spiderling over here just looks over, like skitters over. What do you do?
I stop.
You're just gonna leave your staff there?
I'm gonna stop moving completely.
You stop moving, it walks over, and it begins to repair the hole you're making. And it walks over and it goes over to the edge and it just and like starts weaving like these. It connects like this tiny bit of thread from its abdomen and starts like weaving it together. It is a lot slower than how you broke it, but it's still right in front of you, like hanging off of the web.
Is it possible for us to like grab it?
Yeah,
But
you're within
do we
distance.
want
You
to
can
do
grapple
that?
it if you want.
I'm
Really?
I'm gonna have you grab it and squish it as soon as possible.
Oh God, no.
There's nothing to. I don't know what to do about this situation.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Fine. Do you want? Okay, is this the plan of action you want to take?
I don't know. Do we have any other options? That is the question.
Okay.
Daring Smite. Whack.
No. Question: these things have like the fresh silk inside them. Does that make them like bombs for me?
You don't know.
Just set fire to one's ass and just throw it in. Molotov. Fuck it.
I love how that could just be a thing now. It's like, I got my spiderling. Catch! Boom!
You touch
Yeah,
Arachne, I kill you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt Arachne. Okay, so right. Can anyone think of another way to do this?
We do seem to have very limited options.
Okay, because
Also-
I'm
also,
happy
yeah,
to just
don't
grab
worry.
this damn thing.
Yes, so don't worry. Arachne will never be a bomb. She'll be a flamethrower.
Yeah.
I
so-
had an idea.
Hmm?
I can kill it from a distance, silently, and it fall to the ground. If one of you could catch it before it hit the ground, it would be silent.
Right. That is true. Elsyan, take it away.
Hold on.
Wait,
do
before-
we believe we can catch it before it hits the ground?
I mean, if we both prepare to catch it, of course.
But before we do this, thought occurs, Elsyan. Can you get inside their heads at all?
These creatures are too primitive for me to
I
invade
thought
their
as much.
mind.
Alright.
Mind thrust.
Alright.
Alright,
Who's gonna try and catch it first?
The target must succeed a intelligence saving throw. This is going to be interesting with a -4.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. To be fair, I've had like 5 ones tonight. That's my first Nat 20, so I'll take it.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, to be fair, like Nat 1s will vary, especially when there's been a lot of rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Yeah, as he goes to do it, the spiderling stops and shakes its head at what it's doing, but it's currently just standing there, obliviously looking at all of you now, seemingly noticed you.
Squash it.
You want to attack it?
I don't know. It seems that the mind test didn't work, so... Any other options?
3.
Yeah, it does look like it's.
Okay, you know what? I've got
hit
a
it.
Okay, yeah, I grab it. I grab the damn thing.
Okay, you grab it.
I
All right.
grab it, and I'm like,
Give me a
I'm putting my
strength check.
I'm putting my gauntlet like over its not over its face, but like at its like
mouth.
throaty bits,
Yes.
and just trying to make sure it can't make a noise. Oh fuck! I'm so scared.
Give me a strength check. I'm gonna make one back.
Oh,
I swear this spiderling beats you.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
baby.
You grab it as it's about to make a noise, pull it close to you, and just like snap like its head off, and there's like this weird smell that rises from it to your nose, and you're like, "Ugh." What'd you do with it?
I hurriedly put some herbs in there to mask the smell.
Okay. You take some herbs out of your back pocket or your brewing supply and just shove it into the neck of the spiderling.
After he does that, I'm grabbing the body and I'm throwing it in the bag of holding.
That's fair.
Okay.
Take the head.
So you just snatch the corpse of the spiderling, and you just like pull open the bag of holding and just throw it in there.
Also take its head. Thank you. There we go.
Note that down. There's now a spiderling corpse that weighs 2 pounds in the bag of holding.
Okay, that won't be the last of those, I'm sure.
Okay.
No.
Let's Okay. Okay. I
Um,
say we gently open a hole big enough for us. If one comes again, we do the same thing.
Rinse and
And we
repeat.
just work our way through all of them.
Ah.
The bag of holding is gonna be full by the time we get out of here. I hope you guys know.
I'm aware.
Like, we get to town, like, do you have any spider mandibles?
Well,
Just like throwing spiderling corpses out of the bag of holding.
right.
Yeah. Have you seen,
Malcom, do it.
Inside Out?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, with the okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, Malcolm, take your staff and gently open up a hole big enough for us.
Yes,
Is
I'm
the
gonna.
staff what we want to use for this?
It worked last time,
Okay.
so yes.
I have a dagger.
I feel like that
if
might
you'd
do
like.
it too.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it might do it too quick.
Okay. Yeah. That's not a bad call.
You take the staff and you begin tearing away at the webbing, and soon enough you have a person-sized hole that you'll be able to fit through. You have to go single file,
Okay.
but you can.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward up to
Do I have
here
to hold
then.
it open?
Huh?
Do I have to hold it open?
No. It's collapsed
Okay.
away at this point, where it's just like holding
Mhm.
itself aloft and it's like drifting in
Right.
the wind slightly.
Cut everybody slowly, gently.
Yep,
Sorry,
I'll take
Elsyan.
Elsyan. Elsyan will be the next
I
one
get
through. He'll
the
be
very-
disgusted by it and
Okay,
tell you all to move up.
right, we.
Behold.
Bhold, get the fuck over here.
Arrow.
I'm just gonna move.
Did you miss that, Behold?
No,
Yes.
we're just all tapped.
Excellent. You didn't miss the murdering of that spiderling.
Yeah.
I witnessed it being brutally fucked.
Okay.
Just the nat 20 of you snap its fucking head off.
You're dead now, son. Just put you in the bag of holding.
Okay. Perception. Have they noticed us?
Okay. Yeah, do a perception. Anyone can do it. I don't care.
Five.
Elsyan's gonna
No.
do one as well. It's still pretty good.
Oh.
Oh man, all these floors.
Well,
Behold, you want to do a perception?
Sure.
help us, Obi-Wan. Behold, Nobi.
There you go.
So, as you walk in, you look around. All the spiderlings seem to be busy working away.
What's that?
You can hear a voice in the distance, speaking out, and you can hear what sounds to be like the dragging sound, and it seems to be getting further away from you.
Right. Sudz, what's up ahead? Right, sorry. Malcolm, what's up ahead? What are you talking about? That was me talking, what?
What?
There
What?
were
What?
there were a couple of those four-armed dangly things, and
Ooh.
a terratan with a bow.
Right.
I don't know what they're called. Is there a possibility to figure out what the hell those things are called? Because I don't
Make a
think I-
nature check with disadvantage because it's an abomination.
Okay.
Except
Not
Elsyan.
20.
Elsyan might actually know what they are.
15. And...
Elsyan might know what they are, actually. No,
Sorry,
can't.
of
Guess
course.
not.
Elsyan doesn't know squat. No, you don't know what they are.
I mean,
Nor does Elsyan. He doesn't know.
right. Queglod, maybe you could take them out. I don't know.
Anyway,
Right. Sudz, how
You've
about?
still got a wall of web in front of you, by the way.
yeah, we still
Sudz,
got this one.
Can you still turn into your spider form?
I can do it one more time, yes.
I wonder if you couldn't go as a spider up to them, see if they notice you at any point, so we can get an idea of their visual range.
I mean, I could. Are you guys certain you want me to do that here with all the spiderlings around us?
You know what? No, not even a little bit. Let's just try. What if we just try and get through this webbing and just?
This one not in sight anymore?
Oh yeah. That one just went through. This stuff is probably all gone for the moment.
It's all there.
No, it went over top, probably.
Oh.
No,
okay.
it's gone through. You don't know how, but the web all looks to be intact.
Does it look very fresh? Does this webbing look very fresh?
Make an investigation check.
Just had to be an investigation check, didn't it?
Oh, it is.
Couldn't have been perception.
Not
You're
complaining,
fine.
I'll take your
Doesn't
nat
matter,
20
I'm a
away.
fucking badass.
So, from what you can see, there's a lot of 20s and 1s this game. I've got a lot of ones.
Yeah.
So from what you can
Oh.
see, it seems as though the bottom part of it seems to be loose, so the larger creatures can go through.
Right.
So they can also drag like the individuals, live or dead, through there.
Right.
So you just died again.
Sudz.
And you.
Wait, and me? What?
What?
I'm still here.
This game's still on my end.
Simon is
now
here.
gone.
I'm gone.
Oh,
Oh,
and
are
I'm
you
gone.
gone?
Oh, okay, there it is.
I'm fine.
Are you still,
It took a while.
You're still in here? Alright, who's... It's just you and me now, Infernal. Alright, let's clear this dungeon. Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Fucking
Alright,
clear
so-
it.
No, you don't get my loot.
Why not? Alright, I'm just gonna put
Because
you...
it's mine.
I don't know what's up with tabletop. They've done something that causes it to...
Yeah, it looks like in
Because
the
everyone is
global
not
chat.
here, I
Yeah,
would like to take all of their gold, please. Thank you.
No, hold on.
Chat.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
in
see...
the global chat, it looks like a few people are complaining.
Are you able to join?
Yep. I've
Mhm.
joined.
Oh, you're all joining.
Joining now.
Oh, okay, excellent. I thought I had to close and reopen. That's fine. I didn't close it though. That's fine. So, yes, because it's Steam P2P, whatever that is. I hope it's not pay to play, but either way.
I really hope not.
I hope not as well. I don't want to pay extra just so I can run a D.
I ain't paying just to play D&D. Nope, not happening.
Yeah, you will.
No.
So, what do you do?
Anyways, what were you gonna say, Sasha?
Right. I say we ready our weapons. We go forward. And I'll stay at the back to deal with any spiderlings that come up from this end. You four see if you can't take out the Taratan that are here.
I don't know if it's still there or not. It was
Or the
there
Titan.
and then
Well, the forearm thingies. If they don't notice us, good. If they do, kill them.
Are you sure you could hold off this many spiderlings alone?
Not really, but I'll
Sure,
give it a go.
Someone ought to stay with you, surely. Malcom or
We need- We need
Or-
Malcom. We need Malcom ahead for his what's the word? Beastliness. Queglod, you're quite a powerhouse.
Malcolm starts flexing.
Okay, Queglod,
The same
Queglod.
strength.
Queglod. You stick with me. Stick with me, all right. We'll both defend this bit.
Okay, so who's going first?
me. I'm going
You.
first.
Alright. So who's going after that? So it's Malcolm first.
Yes.
I mean, it's Elsyan and Bhold.
Alright, Behold will go after, or Elsyan will go after Behold.
And Elsyan will be like, ugh.
Eventually.
What a-
There we go. Alright, so I'd like everyone to make another stealth check, please. With the exception of Sasha and Queglod, who are currently not
Oh,
in the room.
goody.
22.
22. Yep, okay.
19.
And whatever that is, plus 10. Because we definitely haven't been here an hour yet.
No. You guys haven't been here now. You've probably spent like a good, maybe 5 minutes max making your way through this.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Maybe 10 because you spent the upper area
Yeah, look,
doing stuff with
We'll
Password
say
Trace.
10. We'll say 10.
Say
That
10.
seems best to be on the safe side rather than
So, as you move through, it's still rather difficult to see, but you can see the vague forms of individuals. This one seems to be walking in this direction, and there seems to be one that's currently moving off to the center area and just about goes out of sight. Can't see too well in the current area because you haven't got the best dark vision. Behold, you're barely able to see anything. You can just about see this one.
Right.
You can hear decent enough, but seeing is
Wait.
a bit difficult.
Can I
at
still
this
talk to Malcom, like from this distance?
Yeah, pass without trace makes you silent for everything
Right.
else.
Malcolm, should you get into a situation where a fight, make sure you light up Lighthouse brightly so that everyone can see.
Yeah, I will.
Who knows?
I think at that point it'll be a sort of situation of like, well, our cover's already been blown. Unless, of course, you can take them out silently, in which case that would be pretty good. Anyways, continue.
How many feet is it per tile?
5.
5. So.
Yeah. Actually, no. From that range, you should be able to, with your dim light, which you'd be producing... Oh, no. Producing 10 feet of, you'd be able to see up to this one here. But I can't delete any more of these tiles, because otherwise I'll reveal a 4x4. So.
Yeah.
So just assume that you can see this guy who's currently standing on the web. Currently basically hanging from the ceiling with his bow at his side and a quiver with what looks to be arrows that, despite being upside down, are held in place.
Magic quiver.
They would still be within pass without a trace if I was away from them.
You could go up to here and they'd still have pass without trace, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you'd be able to move up to here.
That's an interesting thought. Does it stop a sound that passes through it? Like, if this person calls, would these lot hear it?
Yeah, because they're not affected by the initial cast. It's only
Okay.
you guys who are silent to each other.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I was wondering if it was a bubble from Sudz. Could he just, like, make a noise block?
No, it's not.
around
It's
people?
not the silence spell. It is you guys are silent with the convenience of allowing you to talk. If you shout
Right.
anything at the enemy, they'll probably be able to hear you,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
or at least
Right.
they'll get a perception check. But it's
Right.
not a. Oh yeah, I'm going to stand between Dave 1 and Dave 2, and now Dave 2 can't hear Dave 1 when he's shouting. No, he can still hear it.
Right.
Yeah, silence does do the thing you want, and could be.
But unfortunately,
I'm just
silence-
wondering, like, if you could, like, make a silence bubble around yourself and then just go up to one of these guys, assassinate, go up to one of these guys, assassinate, go up to one of these guys, assassinate, and just keep doing that. That'd
Well,
be
you
fun.
can try if you want. If you want to do stealth checks and that sort of thing, you can try and assassinate.
Okay, as you lot move forward, we'll also move backwards for us. So we'll move up, as it were. However we do that, and we'll keep blocking this entrance.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'm.
Okay. Just as you're about to move forward, you see what looks to be the giant spider walking back this way. And it just walks by, and as this one's currently like moving with something relatively slowly, it moves past and just like kicks it out the way. It falls onto the ground and drops whatever it's carrying before it hisses at it and just moves past. Before this one gets back up and picks up what it can and moves on. You notice that these individuals, they're not carrying any weapons as well.
Oh, they're slave spiders.
Oh, they're slave spider. Yeah. Well, they're the shitty spiders.
She must be
Or
quite
spiders.
little. They must be like young or something.
Or just defective.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
It was the
Right.
multi-attack daggers that made those things so dangerous before. So we may not be doing so badly here. So that's just
Right.
out of character, but yeah.
If it's okay for me to move us up,
Yeah.
like I said.
Yeah. Do we need to make a stealth check for moving up here?
Yes. Now I would like both of you to perform a stealth check.
Okay.
Still with the plus 10.
Nice knowing you, buddy. Still with the plus 10.
Nice.
That's
Still with the 15.
Oh.
You already rolled.
Oh,
You
no.
already rolled Infernal. You didn't need to roll again.
Whoops.
Yeah, so that is an 11. It's not great.
Goodness.
Okay.
I'm very scared.
That being said, there was that one spiderling that walked right through the party and just didn't
And
pay any
just, like-
attention. So I feel like they
Yeah.
may not be the most perceptive.
Or they just don't care.
Well, that's true. Maybe, yeah.
You again. You hear the voice out of the darkness go, "Yes, Gus. Yikan Soskin. And
Elsyan.
Elsyan translates as Elsyan translates it as a basic keep working, you lot, and you two in the center keep watch. We're expecting our prey arriving any time now. But our attack squad should have slowed them down slightly.
So those two are keeping watch.
Okay, so these two are they moving?
These two are moving, yeah, they're carrying stuff. They're like moving.
Okay, where are
around
they
and stuff.
moving to?
This
Like,
one's currently moving across here, moving in this
Okay.
general direction. This one's moving across here. They're quite slow.
we know that this one is here, right?
You know that one is there. If you move further forward, you can see more if you would like, but that's up to
Right.
you.
I'm wondering.
Malcom, if you turn off Lighthouse and then walk up towards where that Tartan is, and then you buff the lighthouse, is it possible you could blind it for a short period?
Do I know this?
You're not sure. I'm not sure how sensitive it might, or what effect it might have.
Well, then again, yeah, I don't really know what the Terratan are like, but I know about. I'm pretty sure I would know about the other spiders if they would be sensitive to it or not.
If it does
Spiders,
notice,
if they're kept underground for a long period of time, generally, or in a dark situation, they might find it very sensitive to be in light all of a sudden. But they aren't not accustomed to light.
So,
Tartan you've never experienced before. You just know what they're called due to Micrid. But what's her name?
I say
Micrid.
we have to deal with that one with the bow. These ones I'm not so worried about. It's the one with the bow that I'm bothered by. We could try and sneak past.
We could try that. It hasn't noticed us yet. They haven't noticed us yet either. So we could try and go off here to the right. Because that's the way it would be.
I'd say we'd be careful. Yeah, we are at a crossroads here. So long as we don't know which way we want to go, we don't want to give up the element of surprise just yet.
Can I see like the bundle of weapons that's apparently just over here?
From your distance, no.
Okay.
None of you can see it. Malcom may have noticed them, but he can't currently see them, no.
Okay.
Lighthouse is only giving like a 10 foot of dim vision, because if you go any further, you're effectively going to be going into bright light territory.
Does that mean that we could just sort of move over down this bit?
You can. There is currently quite a bit of web coming off of the wall.
Yeah, but even if we like go around like that, it's still if it's 10 foot of light, it wouldn't reach this slot.
And technically, I could just turn it down till we got around here.
Yeah.
Or if we did try and go around, we could possibly attract the attention of the Terratan.
Look, we're going to have to either risk it. Like, there isn't a way around not risking it.
All right, so the choice is: do we move in, or do we try and go around?
Let's go.
Jeez. I already know what Bhold wants.
Fucking murder everything. Okay.
Yeah, I say we move around and try and go right.
Around?
Move around.
How
If
about
we move around,
If we go
like-
right, we minimize the chance of getting seen. We can at least close off. If that's not where it is, we can at least close off one of the routes.
And frankly, I don't want to deal with a Taratan right now. I mean, yes, we could, but there is the issue is we'd have to deal with this guy down here.
And anything else.
So
Right.
move on. Elsyan, what do you think?
Great. It's down to the DM to choose which way you want to go.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna roll a d20, and if it's above 10, 11 through 20, I think that's even. Yeah, 1 through 10, you're going to the left. 11 and above, you're going down, according to what Elsyan wants. It's up to you then how you want to do Elsyan's opinion. 11.
We're going down.
Elsyan just turns around and says, "Well, if we take out these ones, we wouldn't have to worry about them if we go back the other way. We can always backtrack later.
Unless they raise the alarm.
Then don't let them raise the alarm."
As ironclad as that logic is,
They can't raise the...
Okay.
can't raise
Right,
the
okay.
alarm. There's
Look.
no one alive to raise the alarm.
These ones can't see us, can they?
Not
know.
yet, they can't. Or
Right.
Well,
That means we
technically-
can't surprise them.
thing is, we don't know what the Terratan's capabilities are. They might be able to see us just trying to go past.
What I mean is, if we do attack them, it would be best to do it whilst we have the element of surprise.
So.
Basically, you know
Well-
what? Can we just flip a coin?
Well, I mean,
I just did
I'll
that!
just go to the right.
I know, but apparently, because it's Elsyan talking, we don't care.
You just go to the right, okay.
and
one-
Bhold.
I have no clue where I am, so I just said
No.
Okay, you move to the right. The rest of you see this.
Well, I guess our decision's been made for him.
Alright, I'm gonna dim down Lighthouse and come up next to him.
Oh, you can't see squat now.
Elsyan, I guess, moves up.
Yeah, let's move ahead of the.
Oh, that's Malcom.
That's me as a spider.
That's you as a spider form.
Okay. I am. I'm staying here for the
Dark
moment.
vision,
just
boys. You can see
Mhm.
the following. Effectively.
Is there anything in this ominously large?
Yeah, there's a giant crystal. There's a giant crystal
Yeah.
in the center of the room, held from the ceiling, kind of like a
And
chandelier.
this is the
But the
same
whole-
size
But the whole bottom of it connects up to it, and yeah, it's roughly the same size from what you can tell.
as the other one, so it's not the big one theoretically.
No.
Right. I say we don't do this, and we move down to the right. Right now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Behold, come on then.
Where are we going?
That way.
To the right.
Left? Okay.
Yeah.
But I see where they're pointing.
Wait. Oh,
it's
right.
right.
I've
It's right
I've been
in
looking at it
character.
from, like- Yeah.
It's left out of character.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going from in character.
Yeah.
Because, like, in character, this is right.
It's also your point of view because you're looking that way. But
Yeah.
That's why in
Yeah.
character, yeah. So let's.
Like that.
I say we're heading down this way. Right. Let's go.
And it's a very good idea.
Wait, why are we going that way again?
Mhm. Because of all this, no. We're going that way.
We don't want to fight our way through.
Alright.
Let's keep the same formation. You guys go on ahead. We'll hold. the
yeah,
back
you
line.
can basically see all of this at the moment.
Yeah.
I have no clue where I'm going, so I'm just.
Okay,
Okay.
make a
Malcolm, guide
dexterity.
him, please.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Malcolm, stop him from walking into the web. Malcolm.
Do I have advantage
yes.
on this?
No, because you can't see it.
Yeah.
Because you are currently blind. Or you're considered blind in the
fucking damn
darkness.
it.
Yeah.
What's my dex saving throw?
Like a +2 or a +2.
Flat +2. So
Okay.
11.
Yep. As you're doing this, Sasha, you quickly like have a little nudge on Bhold just as he's about to get his foot caught in a web. He stumbles a little bit to the left, but doesn't hit the web at all.
Right, Malcolm, you've got to make sure he doesn't walk into anything. Keep a hand on him.
I'm just gonna guide him in this spot right here.
Okay. Bhold, you just
Yeah,
feel
you've
his
now
two
got a
hands like
human link.
grab like your arms and stuff and start like guiding you along.
Yeah,
I'm moving up to this bit, Simon.
yeah, I'm gonna guide
Yeah.
him.
I'll. Yeah.
to-
sorry.
I'm gonna guide him.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, we are not having you be the. Well, actually, no, there are worse things over here. Yeah, you can deal with some small ones, like.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Go around the damn thing, Elsyan.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay. I'd like everyone to make a stealth check in their current location. Remember, you still got the +10s, people.
Yep.
20.
17 then.
Oh, it's a 12 this time.
Okay.
I'm moving up in the world.
Yay, 25.
Man, you guys are ass. I've been rolling so low for the perception. Can I just get into the double digits, please? I want to see them.
So to be clear, they don't. There's nothing special going on. They're just blind as fuck.
Yeah. Pass Without a Trace has basically made it all wibbly wobbly, and this guy is like, he's probably like drunk or half asleep, and he can't see you. This one's looking the other way, and this guy's busy doing something else, and all these things are not paying attention. And you're just like waddling by, and no one seems to care less.
Thank
Okay.
you, Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah,
So
like
we're just
without
gonna-
Pass Without a Trace, you guys probably would have been in combat the moment you got here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not even joking. Like these, everything's rolling so low.
Right, we're just going to continue moving down this way.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'm
Make
gonna
your-
put him on this side so he doesn't run into
Okay.
the web.
Do you just have the? How do you have it at the moment with Lighthouse?
It's once we get up to here, I lighten it up.
Okay, so dim light begins to illuminate it, and you can see what's going on at the moment. Behold, before you can see what looks to be a very thick web chamber, and you can see what looks to be a lot of individuals currently hung up. By the looks of it. And from your current position, you can see what looks to be a giant spider currently over on the wall over here, that currently seems to be tending to one of these individuals. Just a general glance of what you can see so far, you can see maybe 4 individuals currently, like humanoid shapes, completely wrapped in silk,
Right.
currently hanging from the ceiling.
Sasha.
Yep.
You mind
We-
watching Arachnia for me real quick, please? I'm gonna go check out here.
Of course. I'm going to just pop Arachnia on my back, I guess.
Make an animal handling check.
Sent you a message, by the way, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, I suspect it's...
Don't kill my spider.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Not.
Okay.
I don't know what my animal handling is, but it's probably not that bad.
It's wisdom, so it's probably a +3. So
Yeah.
you put Arachne on your shoulders, she doesn't seem to move all that much. And...
Because I'm short and stout, so there's a decent amount of shoulder room.
Yeah. So, as you're looking into the room, you can see what looks to be a mat of webs that are currently, like, attaching, and the room seems to just be filled with webbing in one way or another. And all
Right.
the individuals currently hanging from the ceiling, and Arachne is currently on your shoulders, and Elsyan is there. Behold,
Right.
you can barely see anything, but you can hear the skittering of a giant spider. And I think we'll stop there.
Oh.
Put you in between
Oh.
two bad...
Oh
put between,
no!
between 2 bad places.
Oh please, let
Okay.
us fight this damn thing.
You want to fight it?
I don't.
I wanted to check and see what's there first.
Okay.
Okay.
wanna-
We'll go
we
an
wanna
extra.
see
Yeah,
what's
yeah, we
here.
can go on a few minutes.
We'll
now.
go on a few
I'd
more
say.
5 minutes. Okay. So what do you want to do, Sudz?
So I'm turning into spider again.
Okay.
Oh,
Spider
now's
Malcom
when
appears
you're gonna
in
pull
a-
the spider. Okay.
Yeah, because we don't have the spiders here that are directly right there.
Okay.
Also, Sasha, swap with me, please.
Okay. Yeah, of
I'm-
course.
What's wrong
I'm
with
not-
having you in the back? I'm just
Yeah,
gonna pick up
I
a
really
rack
have
and
some-
so
Well,
there's an explosion on you.
No, I don't know what's going on there, and I don't want to find out.
So what do you do? Actually, now that you're
I'm-
in spiderling form, you can immediately see that this room opens up quite into a rather large chamber, and you can see what looks to be another giant spider wandering around the corner over here, and seems to be dragging the human from earlier, and currently stringing him up to the ceiling on the edge there. What would you
So
like to do?
I'm gonna move here.
Okay, make a stealth check for me. You have
Okay.
plus 17 because you're a spiderling, and passive ad trace is still active because of concentration. 33. Alright, let me do the perception.
35, actually, I believe.
Alright, 35. Let me do
Yeah.
the perception for these two spiders. Even with the 15 and like a plus 3, that's not enough. And a 15 again. So, in any normal situation, they might have actually seen you. Which is a shame,
But-
because...
But no.
No. No. So what you can see is that this seems to curve around the corner. And you can see that there are many individuals either plastered to the
Okay.
wall or hung up. There seems to be about 15 in all.
Okay.
from what you can tell.
I think we can take 2 big spiders, and we've got a point here where.
Yeah,
we
we've got a
could.
choke.
Do I-
Yeah.
Do I
could
notice
just-
any tree peoples?
You notice any what, sorry?
Tree peoples. The same as that druid person.
They're all wrapped in silk. You can't really tell.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's too bad. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just go back then.
Uh-huh.
And tell them.
Okay.
After I turn back into a person.
You go back, you all watch as this like little spiderling like hops up to you guys. Do you turn back or are you just gonna stay spiderling?
Yeah, I'm turning back.
And then you watch like the horrific transformation as his face just morphs into a tiefling. You watch as like 2 of the eyes this time like separate and like grow outwards into the 2 horns which get pushed back over the back of his head.
Oh, that's disturbing. I'm keeping an eye on the rear just to make sure nothing untoward
Yeah.
comes towards us.
You notice that the figures over here seem to be wandering about again, like, but they don't seem to have paid any attention. They don't seem to be aimfully
Right.
walking somewhere.
Okay.
Right. Malcolm.
2 giant spiders. That's it. And a bunch of people that are strung up by webs.
I say we take them. Or if we kill them, these people that are strung up, we could potentially revive them. I mean that in the like bring them back awake and not unconscious and not strung
Yeah.
up, rather. If so, it's possible that they'd be able to help us in some way. Probably they don't have many weapons, but they might have magics or other things at their disposal after a bit of a rest.
Magic. Okay.
2 big spiders are not really an issue. If each of us all attack 1 at a time, we could theoretically just take it out. This bit is hidden away from the rest of them. If we can keep it silent and quick, we should be able to do this. I say we move in and we take them down.
Do you guys want to do a
Alright.
quick? Do you have enough time to do a quick combat then, Simon, or do you want to stop there?
I think
Let's do it.
quite quick, but if things start escalating, I will have to go. Regardless of
Okay.
what happens.
If things get bad, we'll just pull a cliffhanger moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I am going to be.
So, I would like you all to roll initiative. And you do have the surprise round. So I'm going to roll for these
14.
two. Okay, they rolled pretty high. Nope. Sorry. That was a 14 on your end. I'm sorry, I accidentally rolled your die for you.
Yeah, that's.
It was a
I mean,
12.
it's higher.
It was
It's
a
a
12.
3!
Oh,
Alright, so let me get this
10.
out.
I had a 10.
Let me deal with this real quick. So. So, we have. What do we have here? In terms of initiative, I'm going to put that one and that one. You got. Total of that. You got a. Oh, I know. I'm adding up wrong. You got a total of that. You got a total of that. Okay, what do you. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
17 on Malcom. Right. 15 to 10.
14.
10.
10 to 5.
Take a guess. It's a 3.
You got a 3. Elsyan got a 15. I completely. Right, Elsyan.
Am I the only one with a positive initiative?
No.
Oh,
Quite a lot of
I
people
have-
have it as well.
I have
Elsyan
0.
also has positive initiative, I believe. Plus 3.
Yes, he has a +2 or 3. Yeah.
Oh, right. Ah, I see. I was getting confused with the dice.
Okay, so.
Yeah, because mine.
Yeah,
got,
I accidentally re-rolled.
I see.
It
Ah,
was
the 12.
12. Yeah, it was my bad. I accidentally clicked on it instead of Elsyan's. Okay, so. The first two to go through combat are Spider 1 and Spider 2, however they are surprised so they don't do anything. They're currently mingling and doing their thing. So, the first person to go is Malcom. What do you do?
I'm going to use Barkskin.
Okay. You watch as Malcom places his hand on his chest and you watch as his skin just begins to grow and turn into like a woody colour and texture. And like glazing over the eyes and the mouth and so on. You just watch as the two horns just become like this woody oak, slightly darker than the rest. You can cast Oak Skin on yourself. Your AC is now 16.
And that's...
I will say, if you cast this, I'm going to remind you now, it's concentration, so Pass Without a Trace will fade.
No.
But Pass
Without a Trace is concentration.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. I forgot about that.
It's
Alright,
probably
then I'm
best to just focus on damage.
Alright.
I think
Anyway,
you should
that's fine.
cancel your bark skin.
Well,
That's the... I'm just going to say, make sure you check your concentrations and know your spells. If you don't, you might end up cancelling something important. Only going to remind you of that once.
yeah, I just didn't know that was concentration.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't.
Pew pew. I think it's because I wrote it in for you earlier. Anyway. So, what would you
Yeah.
like to do, Malcom? Elsyan's next, then Bhold. Just gonna have Elsyan do. Come over here, avoiding the web, and I'm just gonna have Elsyan do a
Where can I,
I-
see you? Like, could I be able to see over in this
That's a good point. Does Elsyan have dark vision?
general direction?
Isn't
I
that
believe he does.
No, offside. I thought so, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say, Malcom? Sorry.
Can I see like in, like, this way, past the corner right here, all the way through to here, to this gap?
Yeah, quite happily.
All right.
Actually, no.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see up to this line here.
All right.
You can just about see the spider, but it would have half cover. This one would have 3/4 cover.
Well, I'm gonna use ice knife and throw it here.
So it has a 3x3 effect.
So it would hit this.
It would hit this
spider.
one, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna use ice knife and throw it there.
Okay. I believe that is just a dexterity save on his end. What level are you casting at?
Just first level.
First level? Okay. And what kind of save is that? Is that a dex save?
Doesn't have a save.
Should do.
What?
This is
What's
a shattering
your dex
part.
save?
Ice knife. Throw a knife that explodes in a 15-foot sphere around the location. Additional 1d. Oh. It should be a dex save, I think.
Let me check in Xanathar's.
Yeah, you check Xanthar's. I'll quickly just roll for it as if it's
The
a dex
target
save.
in each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice explosion must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah.
Why does it not say that then?
Nation hits.
I mean, are you sure you don't want to
There you go.
just shoot it directly at this thing? Because you could theoretically just kill it.
Yeah, you can throw it at this corner. It does have 3/4 cover though.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it has
can
half
move
cover,
out
so its
and
AC
throw it.
becomes a +2.
yeah. So I'm just gonna throw it there. Well, I mean, let's see.
You could move out and then hit,
It
and then
will
it has no cover.
2. 1, 2. If I threw it here, would it be able to hit both?
No, there's no way
3
to
by
hit both
3.
because they're too far away. It's 3x3.
3 by 3.
It's a 15-foot sphere around the original hit, so it's a 3x3, so like that.
So from this bit to this bit,
Effectively, yeah.
there's
So, what do you want to do? Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna throw the ice knife over there to hit the spider.
yeah, but do you want to moving
Okay,
up?
you're
first
throwing
mean
it.
you're more
You're
likely-
throwing at the base of the spider. Okay, so it's going to make
Yeah.
its dex saving throw. It rolled 18 plus 3. It succeeds, so it takes half damage, which is 2d6 cold damage. Roll that for me.
Two sixes.
5 and 3, that's 8. Halved is
4.
4 points of cold damage. Okay. You throw out the ice knife as it hits the floor, it shatters, and you watch as each of the little shards stick into the side of it.
Now, do these two react to it in any way?
This one seems to, like, it lets out a little bit of a as it gets hit by the attack before, like, turning around and facing you guys. This one seems to be alerted to your presence. So they are no longer classed as surprised, so you do not have advantage on your attack rolls anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, actually no, it would only be actually no, you'd still be classed as hidden target, so it would have worked. Okay, so that brings on to Elsyan, who is going to do a Hammer of Inches. I don't know. Do you want him to use any side points for this?
I mean, if he
Do as
ego whips
possible.
something, it can't attack us.
Ego Whip is
Um,
3 side
Focus
points.
on damage though.
That's true.
I think we want to save this.
Ego Whip does damage.
Yeah. And just if there's any that I don't think we should be focusing too much on like debilitating effects. We should just try and
No,
work
I
them
mean,
out.
like,
Yeah.
do you want him to use his side points to cast more powerful spells, or do you want him to use his equivalent of cantrips, which is a 1d10? He does a psionic.
What's the
he does a
maximum
mind
damage
thrust.
he can do, and how much would it cost?
Yeah, that's the thing is, Mystics are
Maximum
pretty
damage,
confusing,
he
and I know
could
nothing
do
of what they can do.
3d10 for 3 psi points, and he has 14 psi points.
Yeah, throw one out. We want this done quickly. At
Okay.
the one that was already hit.
Okay, so in which case that is a intelligence saving throw with 3 psi points, putting him at 11. Intelligence saving throw for the spider has a -4. That is a 4, so that is a total of 0, which I'm fairly certain fails the DC. So that is 3d10 psychic damage. That is 9, 3, 5, 17 total. 17 points of total damage on that back spider there. As it recoils in pain, it just like stumbles slightly from side to side as it gets struck by the attack. And you watch as like these wounds along the side of it begin like appearing from nowhere, and where its skin just seems to rupture, like small pockets of green and black blood seem to like pour out of the sides of it.
Lovely.
It is very visibly wounded by that. I'm then going to have him focus on Yeah, he's going to focus on Psychic Assault, so he gets a +2 to damage rolls for his talents. Those are disciplines, so they don't get affected. Alright, next on the initiative is Bhold.
Well, you know what Bhold is doing.
Go on then, what's Bhold doing?
He can't see shit. So he's lost. Or can I see shit?
You can see 10 foot in front of you, because unfortunately Malcom did not increase the light from Lighthouse. So you can see 10 foot in front of you, which is, or 10 foot away from him, which is up to there.
Okay. What do I see now?
Make a perception check with disadvantage, as you are apparently blind, effectively. Nope, you do not see a thing. It is pitch black out there, and you're just watching them throw stuff into the darkness.
Alright. Guys, where are they?
Rip. Is that your turn?
Does anyone reply? I said, guys, where are they?
Oh, they can't. It's not their turn.
Oh,
It's a question and answer thing.
oh, fuck.
I mean,
Queglod,
he
you're
saw
next.
where Sudz threw the knife, right?
I mean, he saw it fly past round the corner.
That's true. Okay.
I still have
in that
movement,
case-
right?
You still have movement, yeah.
But can you give me a D4? I want to see which way I go.
Surely it'll be a D8 for it's one of these directions.
No,
Actually,
no,
no,
I'm
we
not
can
going
run
in
back
the
into
direction.
1, 2, 3.
No, I'm just
4.
going 1, 2, 3.
Well, surely
4.
you wouldn't walk back into the light, so it would be one
Yeah,
of these 4
so-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, okay,
so give
so-
me a D4 check then.
Let's say
So
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're going the opposite way to me. 3, so that's this one. 1. It's a very intense way of doing it, I will admit.
Alright, I am there. Actually,
You
wait, I
have one more thing of movement.
Oh.
You haven't hit anything yet.
Well, I'm done with my movement.
Sorry.
Like, do you want to just randomly throw out your weapon and see what happens?
Alright, let's see. Which way am I throwing my
we'll
weapon?
say it's a D8 because you
Okay.
don't know your directions. So what's their D8?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So back the way you came. Make an attack roll with disadvantage, I guess, just in case you do manage to somehow hit it. It does have 3/4 cover, so it does get a +4 to its AC. That's still a 21. That actually hits.
Where's my D12?
Alright, yeah. There's your D12.
Praise be to scatter dice.
2, you're not raging, so that's a +4.
+4.
6 points of damage as you all watch as Bhold just goes like, where are they? Ooh, just runs out into the middle of this area, just turns around and just like, I think this is the way I came, and just throws an axe and it just hits the side of the spider, which just like recoils back from being hit by this very weird sight of just watching this Goliath just run in, get lost, turn around and throw something at it. As it takes 6 points of damage. Oh man.
Alright.
Alright.
And I'll use a regular rage now.
You'll just use a regular rage?
Since I felt I hit something.
Okay, you hit something. Alright, so Queglod, it is your round.
It is my turn.
Yep.
Queglod, head forward and...
I'm going to move out here.
Oh wait, you took your thing back, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess I've got Felipe with me. I'm going to move out here, use my minor action to hex this guy.
Okay, so that is your minor action. And a
I thought we were going to like take out the wounded one first.
Were we? I think this one is wounded.
This one was hit by
I
the
get both
Bhold. This
wounded.
one was
I
hit by
Yes,
Elsyan
he's
and...
wounded. We can focus on him if you want.
You want to move the hex over then?
Yeah,
I mean, you,
okay, I'll
you
hex
can
this
hex
guy then.
whichever one you like, but just I don't know.
No, I guess that makes sense, like focus fire this guy.
So it uses a spell slot, and you put a hex on that guy.
I'll take the spell slot off in a minute. And I have the fire orb, right?
Yes.
And that, yeah, it turns on. my
That
spells
works
on
on
fire.
any magical damage. So as long as it's not bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, it works.
Excellent. Okay then. In that case, I'm gonna throw out an Eldritch Blast. I normally do my blasters like needle type implements.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim one of them right at its throat, try and stop it from screeching and calling out for its buddies.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
And yeah, this is going to be turning into fire.
Yeah, it's what, a D10 damage for Eldritch Blast? Yep. That
A D10 plus 3. Yeah, so it's
roll D10 plus 3 plus the
1d10
D6 from Hex.
plus 3 plus the D6. Yeah.
Does it change hex damage into fire as well?
It can change all sources of magical. So Hex is
Yeah.
necrotic, so yes, it can.
So that's 13 fire damage.
13 fire damage, okay. Which then gets doubled, so it does 26 points of fire damage. You watch as
But it gets doubled?
Queg... It's vulnerable to fire, yeah, you already know this.
Oh.
As Queglod, like, she puts her hand inside of her cloak, and with a swift motion, fires out this, like, very thin needle, like, Eldritch Blast that streaks through the sky, hits the side of the throat of this spiderling, or giant spider. There's a second where nothing happens before the Hex connects with it, and you just watch its entire base of its head just immolate as it just begins to like gargle and burn before it falls onto the ground, and the base of its head and its underside just immolates and burns before it quickly shorts out, and it's just dead.
It dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
It dead. Yeah.
And now it's my turn.
It is your
Yeah,
turn.
I'll keep
Yes.
Felipe with me.
Malcom, you will be after the spiders.
Alright. Oh, wait, no.
Getting all up in his face.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my smacking hammer, and I'm going to. At this point, I'm just going to hit this thing.
Okay.
I will be converting my damage into fire.
Okay, so that is a D8 because it's one-handed.
Yes.
Because you're wielding your shield. Oh, you're over there.
Oh, no, I'll move it up here so you can.
That's fine.
Main's in there.
You're converting your damage into fire, so that is your strength.
Well,
oh no, you
half of it.
Can't. Oh no, you can. You
Well-
can convert half of it to fire. That's a natural one
Oh,
anyway.
it does not matter.
You go up, you swing at it. The giant spider, with the axe still on it, swings itself around, and you connect with the chain. At which
Oh
point,
god.
Bhold, you feel as there's a release.
Oh god.
And pulling back, you've just got a chain in your hand now.
Wait, what?
I broke
Oh.
your chain. Oh, that's
No
actually-
axe?
No, the axe is still in it.
Yep.
Sasha just smashed the chain. You're gonna need to get a new one.
Fucking Sasha, you're paying for it.
You can just make a new one to be fair.
You've got no idea that I just did this.
Actually, that's fair. You have no idea.
Oh, no.
Top of the initiative.
Right. Well, I guess you're making me a better chain than for free.
That is not happening. That is definitely not happening.
Okay. So
Ugh.
Spider 1, on its turn, it's
Mhm.
going to attempt to lunge out at you, Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on, I need to scroll down so I can see what its to hit is. Okie dokie, that is a 20 to hit.
That does in fact hit.
15 plus 5. And that is damage wise. That
Roll
is.
20, roll a 20.
That is 11. No, getting my math wrong.
Mhm.
9 points of piercing damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this against a poison?
Yes, it is.
Then I get advantage. Let me just put the 9 points of damage in.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, you succeed. You feel the poison rush through you, but it's nothing that you've.
Meh.
It's nothing. It's wee babby dwarven ale. It's fine. You've had much worse.
Yeah. This is what kids play with in my hometown.
Yeah. And then that's going to end its turn. All right. Malcom.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna use Shillelagh.
Okay, bonus action. Touch your
On my-
with your staff. The head of it, the crystal gets incorporated into this weird outcrop of like slightly dim crystals. The rest of the staff incorporates a shillelagh with a large wooden head on the end, and the rest of it being slightly covered in mild thorns, and the script on the outside of lighthouse kind of bolds up and goes a deep green color.
And then I'm gonna move up here and smash this one in the face.
All right, give me an attack roll. Using your wisdom. That's the casual spider you broke the neck of.
Yeah.
Okay, 19. Yep, that hits. So what's the damage on that? That's a D8 plus your wisdom. Or yeah, plus your wisdom, which is a 3. Okay, so roll a D8 plus your wisdom, please.
Hold on, my map changed.
What do you mean?
It reset. It accidentally reset my camera view.
4 plus 3, which is 7 points of damage as you bring down your newfound shillelagh, which takes a massive dent into the side of its head.
Yes.
As it just gets pummeled by it. That was 7 points of damage. Okay. Next on my initiative is Elsyan, then Bhold. Alright, so Elsyan.
Oh wait.
Unless you want to do
Oh
something.
wait, no.
You already
I
used
don't
all
think
movement.
I don't think I could make Lighthouse brighter, could I?
No, you need to use the light cantrip, which would take an action.
Hmm.
Okay. Elsyan is now going to Mind Thrust it, because he doesn't want to do anything else, because I don't want to use any more side points for him. So that is a natural 1 on its saving throw, which is a total of -3. It's definitely taking that 1d10 damage, plus the additional 2 because of the focus. It's 9 points of psychic damage. Alright, Behold, it is your turn.
Alright, do I know where my
This
chain
thing broke your chain.
I still can't see shit. So.
Nope, you still can't
But
see
you,
anything.
but you do know you hit something.
You do know
So-
you
I
hit
know-
something in this general direction.
Alright. Give me the D4. Let's see.
I mean,
If
you
you're
don't need a D4. You
if
know
you're attacking
where.
in this direction and you know, actually no, he doesn't have an axe. He can't
I
attack.
have my axe.
No,
Give me
but he
the
can
D4.
move because he knows that's where his axe last was.
Yeah, you can move and either make an unarmed attack or try and like grapple something.
So if that's the case, I'll
And
let
of
you
course,
do.
once he gets in his Sudz, he'll
I'll
be
let
able
you
to
do
see,
2
right?
d4s with advantage, where you want 1, 2, 3, or 4. Where you want 2, really. Okay, 2.
2. And now he's in, but isn't he in Sudz's glow now?
Now he's in Sudz's glow, so yeah, you can see this now. You can see the
Okay.
giant spider. You can see
Rip
the
it.
giant spider.
Can
and
I
you
see my
the-
axe?
Yes, it's embedded into the side of it.
I'm gonna jump and grab my axe.
Okay. Yeah. Are you doing this reckless attack or no?
No.
Okay, so give me these 2 rolls. I'll say this top one is your acrobatics for jump. Oh no, your athletics for a standing jump.
Athletics.
Okay.
That's a 8.
Yep, you do like the failed jump thing where you like jump and you catch your foot on something and you slip. You grab the axe and like pull it out, but no initial damage is done as you just like fall onto the ground and try and catch your balance, stumbling back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of shit.
Queglod, what would you like to do?
I'm now gonna look at my chain and my axe in disbelief.
Yeah, the chain is thoroughly broken by something rather hot.
Something hot.
Yeah, it was fire damage that broke it. Although, to be
Is
honest,
that-
no, you need to make an investigation for that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Wait, can't I just feel that it's hot?
No.
No, you need to make an investigation check, sorry.
Yeah. Do I have a line of sight on anything?
Otherwise, that would be metagaming.
I don't want to.
I mean, you can just.
I guess
move around?
It's a giant spider. It's a 2x2. It's
Yeah. Oh.
Although, actually, no. To be fair, it's quite low to the ground. So yeah, you'd have to move around to try and get a good line of sight. Otherwise, you have the chance to hit Harlan on a low roll.
Like 1,
Yeah, how
2,
far?
3, 4, 5.
4 movement.
Oh shit! I forgot you
It's
had 3
5
of
for
them.
most halflings, but a Queglod's really old,
2.
and Chris is
3.
a bastard.
I'm
I mean,
sorry, but when you
one-
want to make a halfling that is like 5
1,
years from death,
No, it's
2,
fine. It's
3,
fine. Like
4.
you asked, and I agreed. So
You can
I'm
move
not
to
gonna
here,
do that.
right? And then can't you
I
see
can
into
move
it?
and like I can like shocking touch or whatever, or I could just move here and
yeah, or you could
You
just
can
move
just
there.
move through me.
I think if I'm like standing right up next to you, I could probably just put my hand between you and like
Yeah, that's fine. You can basically
it's not
use
a risk.
Sudz as a
use like cover. I know that's the same in some tabletop games.
There.
Yeah, I'll just move here.
Okay, so make your attack roll.
Move here. Use my minor action before I forget to move Hex.
Right.
There you go. He is Hexed. Another Eldritch Blast this time. Which way is he facing?
This way.
Probably just want to spear him right through the thorax.
Yeah, it's probably the best idea. Just a nice big target.
That's the connecty bit.
Okay. Cool. So you want to make your attack roll? How do you?
Yeah, sure. Try and
You're trying to aim for his thorax.
yeah, try and get it to like almost see if I can get the needle to like shatter just as it hits it. Try and spread the damage over as far as I can. I'll roll the damage with it as well. Let me just
Yeah.
count it.
Just in case.
Let's just
Yeah.
hope.
Let's just hope. It's like +5, I think, to hit.
With
I'm not
Eldritch
good at
Blast.
memorizing stuff.
Oh.
That is an
So that would be an 11.
No. No. Yeah.
No.
You put your as you go to cast Eldritch Blast, you like place your hand leaning on Malcom to try and get a good aim, as you're shorter than him. And Malcom just moves out of the way, like surprised by your arm being there, and the blast just goes straight past the thorax over the top of it, hitting the wall behind with a. Okay,
Right.
Sasha.
Right. I'm going to retry that again. Like exactly the same thing again.
Stay away from my jade.
Get the weapon and smack this thing in its fucking skull.
Okay, it's one total
Well,
damage.
that's not great.
One total
Well,
damage.
it does 1 flaming damage.
Yeah, but half of it has
Maybe.
to be rounded down, so that's actually 1 bludgeoning damage.
1 bludgeoning damage. Well, remember, I also do my my
Strength.
normal damage
Which is
as well.
how much?
My strength, which is 1.
So you do 2
So
points
2
of damage.
damage.
Yep. You
Does that
you bonk it.
is half of it flaming damage at least?
No, because it'll be
No.
from the hammer directly.
Oh,
So
okay.
no, you go to hit it, no damage is dealt. Well, no fire damage is dealt. Sorry, and you just
Okay, so-
bonk it. It's still
Bonk.
alive.
Well, in that case, but no, I'm not going to do that because that would cost me too much. Oh, butts. I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. Just ignore me. I'm going to pull up my shield and try and defend myself as best I can from this thing.
On its turn, it is going to disengage. It's 1, 2, 5, 6.
Can I try and stop it at all?
It disengaged. Nobody gets an attack of opportunity on that.
Malcolm, what do we do?
Kill it before it gets out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well,
so
please have at it.
Malcolm, you are next.
Alright. I'm gonna run up and try and swing at its legs, hoping to break some of them.
Okay. Okay, this will be an attack with disadvantage because you're aiming for a specific bit that is moving quite fast.
Alright.
First roll. I've got a second roll here. 12. Apparently, with a +5, so that's 17. There's a 6 +5, which is 11, which doesn't hit.
Damn it.
As you go,
Alright,
as you
I'm
go,
out.
as you go to swing, you miss as it moves forward, as you try to move into range and strike it. Elsyan on his turn is going to Mind Thrust. Maybe a dire situation, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, that's an 18 minus 4, which is 14, which I still... Wait, it succeeds? Oh, okay, well. It succeeds! Which means it takes no damage. Yeah, minus 4, even when you roll an 18, that's a success. Huh. Yeah, it takes no damage as Elsyan tries to strike it with a Mind Thrust.
This
Not
thing is
taking it down.
determined to get away.
It is. Alright,
Okay.
Behold.
Behold.
You just saw your light source move.
Someone didn't break my chain. Oh, no.
Sorry, what would your chain do in this situation, really?
You can see
I could
Malcom.
pull
now.
back my axe and actually attacked him last time. Right, can I see?
You can see him, yeah.
Okay. Right, this time it will work this time.
Reckless or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we're kind of desperate here.
Oh my joking.
Oh.
You go to swing your axe. It's too fast. It dodges out of the way. Queglod. I also
Please.
remind you, you can move through the tiles of other people. You just can't end your turn in there.
So I can...
You can move
One,
below
two,
Malcom and fire.
Thong.
Yeah, I can pause under...
Behold, but then you have to
Under
back
Behold's
out on the
legs.
the end of your turn. So what would you like to do?
If I'm in melee, I don't want to Eldritch Blast, so I'll Shocking Touch instead.
Okay, what's that?
That, let me get it up and read the description I wrote in. It's a melee spell attack. Advantage of metal armor, it does not. If it's hit, it can't take reactions to the start of its next turn, which is advantage, and it's 1d8 lightning damage.
1d8, right?
Plus 1d6 because of Hex.
Effect.
And I'm turning
But
it
of course, it's all fire.
Yeah, or fire to just
Fire!
burn this
Alright,
thing.
so give me that roll. This is versus its AC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
That hits.
Plus
What?
5.
Plus 5, that hits.
14.
That's 14, that
Oh,
is its
cool.
AC.
Okay, so that's...
That's
3 points of fire damage. Doubled is 6, and
doubled.
that is enough to kill it.
Oh!
As you're all there attempting to stop it, there's a shout of no, don't kill it, which is muffled by the pass without a trace. Queglod just runs up, grabs its leg in mid-movement. The giant spider gets halted in place before the entire thing gets sent through with this electrical current. You watch as tiny sparks fly off the edge, and just the entire inside of its body, you just watch as it just burps out a small portion of fire as you watch its guts just begin to flow out of its throat as it just falls to the ground in front of you.
And we're just gonna pull this thing back in here.
Yeah.
And you guys just make strength checks, pulling it back in, getting it out of the way, and just lump it back over here. Okay.
Right.
Can I dissect it?
Okay, I really have to go now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And I think that's where we'll leave it then.
yeah, that is where
Perfect
we'll
time
leave
to
it.
end.
Come on, get out of the way, cat.
Cool.
Alright, so that is the perfect time to leave it. You guys
Excellent.
dispatched of two giant spiders, and you snapped a spiderling's neck. And that's
Snap his fucking
all you've done.
Nice.
You've done very well at being very stealthy so far.
Yeah.
You've also got
Not
the 12
through any fault of our own. It's only through really, really good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
And that
Well,
one.
you know,
useful
when
spell.
you roll,
and a really useful spell.
Yeah.
yeah, and a
Anyway.
really useful spell.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I
I'll see you
will
later.
see you
And for the
guys
Twitch side of things,
later.
thank you for watching, and this will be on YouTube and Twitch shortly.
There were so many
Bye.
20s in one.